You are listening to the lost art of podcasting.
I feel like I should say something smart.
I wedged it loose with my ass.
I said, look at this motherfucker!
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
Give me your shoe!
If the stars had the sound, it would sound like this.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Lost Art of Podcasting.
You eventually got here.
I did eventually get here. But I'll cover that later. You do not throw rocks at a man who's got a podcast. So, of course, I am your host Coxy, joined once again by...
What? You want me to introduce myself?
That's
You
fine.
always introduce me, it's your job. I'm the man in 1,000 gimmicks, the delivery man, signed, sealed, delivered, the baddest man on the planet, according to Coxy.
The baddest man, the baddest man, the baddest man.
Billy the Boy Bunkell. No, I'm not called Billy, just so you know.
Quite Billy.
You so good to me.
Billy Bunkell is not my...
Oh dear.
And all the way from a place of where?
My front room.
His front room.
Yeah.
The secret front room.
Secret front room, yes. But it's,
What?
I was going to say, it's me, it's THG.
Well. The man your mother warned you about.
Hotter than a 15-year-old girl in a hockey skirt. It's the only one I could remember.
Fucking hell.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
Known as Daddy in 50 states.
Yeah, so of course I got the delivery man. Signed, sealed, delivered.
Yeah.
And from Random Ass Discussion, or Rad Live, whatever you call it now.
It's Rad Live now, come
Rad
on.
Live, there we go. It's Darren Truby.
Get out of my fucking house.
That's not going to go old, mate. He laughs at it every time. No, it is, of course, THG, Paul Flinders.
It is I, the hat guy. How are we doing?
I wish my life was this over. But again, that sort of translates back to that public transport fuckery.
Yes,
So.
we shall name and shame later.
Yeah,
More the shaming part,
yeah,
more than likely.
yeah,
Swear
So.
vengeance.
yeah. So, how's your month been, gents? Because it's been a month.
It's been a while. I've managed to get one podcast in.
So have I. We did Heatwave 98.
Yeah, with Heatwave 98, and then I said, well, I'll do a podcast in the podding shed, and Skype decided to give me the biggest middle finger that any kind of software can give me.
Multiple times.
Multiple times, yes, to the point where it actually stopped working full stop in the shed. Then I thought, do you know what? I'll go to my backup plan, we'll do it old school, we'll go on the old laptop, and we'll do it that way. No!
I think it's Skype taking over. It's Dr. Dick Fingers.
Yeah. Skype is Dr. Dick Fingers.
He's got a bollock between each finger.
Yeah. That's what's happened.
If he sneezes, it'll just come off.
They just explode in between his fingers. And yeah, that's one way of doing it, I suppose. Oh. But yeah, it's... Well, pardon the pun, it's been a massive ball ache trying to get a podcast out. Which, in the end, they said, right, Coxy, come to my abode.
He literally pushed me away like Bubba and Dave on.
Yeah.
It's like, do the podcast! Right.
And Coxy was like, do I have to?
So I went looking under his shed for a table, and I realised what he meant.
But yes, two grown men in a really hot, sweaty shed.
Cuddling.
May as well have been.
Joseph Fritzl didn't have shit on us.
It was, let's say it was cosy. Enjoyable.
I had my back firmly to the wall.
from getting poked.
Even Dr. Dick Fingers couldn't save you.
No, there's more than one orifice.
Lovely.
Oh dear. How's your month been, Bunkell?
Shit. I got burgled, and they only stole my stuff.
Oh,
Left all my kids' stuff, left the wife's stuff, just stole my shit.
what does that say about your wife, though?
Well, yeah.
If they're broken again, it's like he's the one that's getting raped.
Oh yeah, if they broke in while I was there. Seriously, don't break into my house. You're getting
Squeal, piggy.
yeah.
Like the scene up towards the end, Scum.
What else has happened? I've sold 2 cars. I bought another car.
He's wrecked 3.
Went all the way down to Trowbridge for a christening. Hi, Matt. And Alex, of course. And then, yeah, that's it. Now I'm here.
In a place that looks like
In your Dave Rain shirt.
It is Dave Rain
in my
shirt,
old school Dave Rain shirt, yes.
which was the first thing I said to him before he stepped through my door was, Dave Rain!
Yes, it was.
Oh, God.
But yeah, so it's been eventful. But not for good reasons. Oh, and I started a new job. So, yeah, been busy.
Well, hey. We will do it in December at some point.
We will.
I'm going to be honest. I thought, I've been robbed. My PlayStation's been stolen, etc., etc. And I thought, well, I can still watch the network on my TV. I'm going to watch December to Dismember to cheer me up. Match number 1. 5 A4 pages, front and back, of notes. I hate you.
And that's the best match of the night.
if I remember correctly, it wasn't me that wanted to do December to Dismember.
Oh yeah, fuck you, Paul. And I've not even got to the Big Show match.
Is that
Big Show?
That's the main
Big
event.
Show Sabu?
No, it's
the hardcore elimination chamber.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
the ECW Elimination Chamber where the Big Show enters as the ECW champion, which says everything you need to know about the WWE's version of ECW.
Yeah.
Fucking hate the Big Show.
Oh, God, I just think I actually bought that on DVD.
Well, I did get like a short 30-second low res clip of like Katie filming Bunkell just sat there stroking a gun. It's going soon. It's like it's me or the TV. So one of us is going after this. So.
But yeah, no, that yeah.
Darren.
So yeah, ECW Dismember. Look for it soon on All Star Wrestling.
Yeah.
One of us may die in the process. Probably me for making us do it.
It's fine. We'll make you watch the Heroes of Wrestling pay-per-view.
I actually wouldn't mind.
You want to play 21? I'll play 22.
I'll make you play a 5-star video game.
Which one?
The wrestling one.
Oh dear, no.
Hang on, wait, what?
You know the company 5-Star Wrestling?
I've heard of them.
Yeah, they have their own game.
Really?
Yeah, on PlayStation Network.
It's fucking awful.
And it's like,
How is it?
but there's characters in it. It's like
Clear rip-off, basically.
yeah, there's rather than Brock Lesnar, it's like something like
Cock
Rock.
Lesnar.
It's like Rock like something like Bresner or something.
Right, okay.
And it's like blatant rip-off. It's like, oh, he has his finisher, the F4.
It's basically a video game that's based on the old, like, British tribute wrestling shows.
Right, okay, yeah.
You know,
I know exactly what you mean, where it's like, it's The Undertaker, but he's about 4 foot tall, and
Well, it's when on the old posters, it used to be like, at Fleetwood Community Centre, it'd be like, Steve someone as The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Sorry. Paul Flinders as Stone Cold Steve Austin is some guy in like a really shit bald cap.
the know, the ones that you buy on the promenade.
Yeah, I know exactly what you
kiss
mean.
me quick shorts. And
Oh my god.
but there was also the other game. What was it? I did that. There was, I think it was like Fighter Pro or something. We used to do that as well. You'd have like, it'd be like Vader, but it'd be called something else.
Spader.
No, it'd be something near enough to it. But it'd be like something like, it'd be called like Mastodon. But you can tell from the gear and moveset it's Vader. Like Hulk Hogan, it's like Terry Hulk or something. It's weird shit like that. And they've done that with this, but they've licensed Jomo, and they've licensed Rey Mysterio as like DLC for it.
Oh, great.
Yeah, but it's still fucking awful.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the company that's famous for trying to set up, was it 128 man tournament, 160 odd man tournament, and then pulled it because they realised, we can't actually afford this.
Yeah.
No, they're still going ahead with it next year.
Oh, good luck to them.
But they booked all these arenas and went, tickets aren't really selling well.
Well, hang on, wait, is this the one that I saw all the reports where they've offered like CM Punk?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, $1 million.
Yeah, like $1 million to be in this tournament and shit. Yeah, I didn't believe it when I read it.
Apparently the offer was actually legitimate.
Yeah, but where have they got $1 million?
Well, I think what they was doing was saying, we'll pay you $1 million, and then hoping the name CM Punk
would sell
the tickets, but obviously,
the thing is, like, you couldn't do a 128-man tournament. There's not enough decent talent out there to do a 128-man tournament that people want to see. There's not enough name value of stars.
This is partially the problem. Because I was sort of trying to factor in, it's like, right, they have to have a load of guys, they have to have about at least 100 of them from bloody the UK.
Yeah.
And then you've got to factor in, but they'll put, we'll get guys from, like, Spain, Denmark, Italy, France, Switzerland, Australia, New Zealand, Japan.
You end up with the same issue.
How much does this guy weigh?
Well, you end up with the same issue. You end up with, well, who's going to sell the tickets? Oh, well, John Morrison's in it. Yeah, but John Morrison's on one show. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But then he's got to win to advance and all that sort of thing.
So let's say he's on 4 shows and he gets through to the final. Yeah, but what about all the other shows that he's not on? People are going to want to watch it.
164 men. Or no, 132. Or whatever it is. 128? 128. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. So that's down to then, 64?
64.
Then 32.
Yeah.
Then 16.
Yeah.
Then 4 and 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Who's going to sit and... Yeah, but that's it. Like, you can't do...
You'd have to go to every show.
You can't do 64 matches in one night. No. You'd die trying to sit and watch it. So you'd have to spread that out into like 8 different shows.
Yeah, they did do, because they apparently had arenas booked for each one. But they booked apparently Liverpool Arena, Manchester Arena, Dundee.
Probably a couple of O2s.
Yeah.
Somewhere all over the country.
The booking the mass arenas then going, like a week later, we'll postpone it until next February or March.
Right.
Or
it's
fucking never.
Probably.
It'll never happen. Because of this, obviously, I think they've tarnished a reputation anyway, as it is.
Yeah.
I can't see legitimate, passionate wrestling fans who know their shit thinking, this is a serious product and we're going to go and put our money behind that. Now, they'll go to someone like ICW or RevPro or something like that instead.
Yeah.
Rather than putting the money behind a fucking Mickey Mouse company like 5-Star.
Well, to be fair, you've got the opportunity to pay. You can pay your money and go watch the WWE British Champion wrestle in your country.
Yeah.
And on pretty much any month you want. So why don't you go do that? I'd pay money to watch Pete Dunne any day.
This is it. I would as well.
Chevy
won't come to PCW anymore.
This is true. But lest we say any more.
Yeah, we won't say
We'll tell you why later.
That's fine. Before it turns into a Last Art of Wrestling.
Yeah. Fuck it. Right, go on. I've got some wrestling bits to cover in a bit anyway. It's all like one bit. But...
we can come back to it.
Yeah.
Segue.
I have some topics too.
So, my first topic. Favourite discontinued drinks.
Oh.
This is any discontinued drink.
Yes.
Red Bull Cola.
Okay. Why Red Bull Cola?
Because it's amazing. It's Red Bull mixed with cola. And like,
Was that the natural one? Natural
I think it
flavour
was, but I just really loved it.
Although I think Pepsi Raw, maybe. Came out at the same time.
Pepsi Raw, you might be thinking of. That was all natural thing, kind of like Coke Life. Yeah. But no.
Coke Life, which has stevia in it, and it still tastes like arse. Yeah, Diet Coke has aspartame or whatever, and it's just, it tastes alright, but it's poisonous.
I'm going to die soon. It'll be fine.
We know.
I've had like 2 litres of energy drink already today, so.
Yeah. You get tons of sugar in your system later.
He's already had his 4th heart attack.
Just running on the pacemaker now. Just punched himself in the chest as he walks down the street, just making sure it's still going.
You know, get you in pain, whack it a bit, it'll be fine.
That's why he's not had a car anymore. He keeps like zapping himself from the battery.
I was going to say, it's like that film Cranking It. He's walking down the street, just, hiding in the car.
Yes, bin bag of energy drinks.
Yeah, pouring them into a bin bag with big straws.
That's worse than the malt mixture. Jesus Christ. Why did I do that? Why?
Because you saw it in Home Bargains and went, that looks cheap and nasty, I'll try that.
Yeah, for the podcast. Yeah, what I want to know is what possessed me into thinking, what a big good idea. Let's mix them all together. The vile as they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to make it better.
No, it didn't, no. It was all sorts of no.
I'm waiting for you to get everyone you've had and put them in like a big jug. And then just be there drinking going, it's so malty!
It's so malty, it may as well be grass. Fuck's sake.
So, Paul, what's your favourite discontinued drink?
See, I was thinking, when you asked that first, I was like, shit, all my favourite drinks are still going. And I just kept thinking back. What drinks did I used to really enjoy? I had to go back to when I was like in year 8.
Okay.
And it was Tizer Ice. If you remember that.
Ice, bloody hell, I remember
I
that.
don't remember.
Tizer Ice was amazing. You could have it lukewarm, and it would still taste like it was cold.
Wow.
Well, that's what it meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Right.
And it did sort of work.
You meant to like put it in the fridge,
Right.
and it meant to be like it's been in the freezer.
All right, okay.
Or you could get it off the shelf, and it meant to have a special bottle or something where it was still colder than an average on the shelf drink.
Yeah.
Cool.
I remember the other ones Tizer where they did like purple Tizer.
I don't remember purple Tizer.
I remember purple Tizer.
What was it? Purple, orange, and green.
Yeah.
You get them
last long.
You get them in farm foods.
That's
but
like
then
it.
sort of there was only like purple left really. And they just sort of went back to normal Tizer.
Yeah, which I don't like.
The old Tizer was infinitely better.
Yeah.
I mean, new Tizer, it's okay, but it's not like old
It's not
Tizer.
old Tizer. I remember old Tizer being amazing.
It's like
I got one of the new ones. Oh my god, Tizer's back! I've not seen it for ages. And I was like,
no, it's not.
No, it's not. What's this?
What is it?
Yeah.
My dog can have this.
It's like
Neither the dog's like it now, mate.
it's like Lucasade. I mean, if you drink original Lucasade now,
it's not like
it's not. And you think about what it was like. Remember the Lucasade you used to get when you was poorly, when you was like in primary school.
There was I saw something the other day. I got really cheer. There was someone.
Sorry, I'll take my dick out.
Yes, put some cocks in your ears.
Someone had a picture though of the comparison. They're comparing old Lucasade and new Lucasade, comparing the ingredients of old Lucasade to what's in the new one.
Yeah.
And the old one, it was a bit like really simple, like water, glucose, something else, and that was it.
Yeah.
The new one, it's like E number, water, glucose, preservative, something else, sweetener,
and it'll all be because they banned one ingredient that that was in the old one. And then to try and replicate it, they've had to add all these E numbers and all this colouring and stuff.
Worse.
And made it worse.
Yeah.
And it's actually worse for you. But, oh no, this one ingredient's so bad. It's like the difference between Mountain Dew that you get from America with the corn syrup in it. And
corn syrup.
The Mountain Dew that we get, the English one.
With caffeine.
With caffeine in it. It's got caffeine in it and is basically turned more into an energy drink. But it's because we can't put corn syrup in it. Why? It's fine for Americans. Okay, yes, they're fat. Yeah, but they're still fine. Yeah, ours has to be highly caffeinated, with all this extra stuff added into it to try and make it as close to that as they possibly can.
Yeah, well, their beer's more watered down than ours.
This is true.
Yeah.
But I had a bottle of Lucozade Original recently. I got shit off people at work for like, why are you drinking that one? It's like, because I like it.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the original?
I like the taste of it. I mean,
Apparently,
the
to them it's orange or nothing. And I was like, well, no, I
That's
have
because
original
they're like
orange
12.
or fruity.
Speaking of discontinued Lucozade, lemon flavour Lucozade was the shit.
That was amazing.
It was amazing. And then they stopped it. It was like, no.
I thought of another classic one as well. Rockstar Cola.
We brought this up the last
Rockstar Cola.
We brought it up on the last show. So Rockstar energy drink,
Yeah.
the cola version. It was in the red can, and then they brought out the watermelon, and you thought it was the same, and it wasn't.
No. You were
Because
wounded
it's the
when
same
you picked
coloured
up the-
can.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
I remember having it at some point. I can't remember what it tasted like though.
I think it was
Kind of like Red Bull Cola.
it was to compete with Red Bull Cola.
Yeah.
But it was nicer than Red Bull
Yeah,
Cola.
yeah.
Much
I can't
nicer.
remember.
It's class.
It was a shame.
The one I'm going to mention that Bunkell's going to be kicking himself for.
Because I forgot.
Yeah. Red card.
Oh, yeah.
That rings a bell.
It was a drink me and Bunkell found in high school.
Yes.
There was one vending machine in the school, or maybe two, that had it in.
Yes.
And it was, you were lucky if they actually had it in the machine, because it was really rare the guy stopped it in. But if you got it, it was fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
I can remember what it tastes like. I couldn't tell you what it tasted of though. But apparently, I found out later on it was actually an energy drink.
Was it?
Yeah.
No wonder they never stopped it.
Well, it wasn't actually listed as an energy drink on the can.
Yeah.
But I googled it recently to see if it was still about.
Right.
And it says like on the can after that they brought out, it's like Red Card Extended Energy Drink or something. It's called.
Right.
So,
But you can still get it.
I'm not seen it anymore. No, I think they've discontinued it.
It's
But
a shame. I
Yeah.
mean, it rings a bell, Red Card. I don't think I ever drank it, but I may have saw it on
was,
shop shelves.
you might have seen it in like a corner shop somewhere.
Yeah.
It's one of them.
It was the only place I ever saw it was in that vending machine in school.
Yeah.
And you were lucky if you got it.
Yeah, I love drinks like that. When you go into a corner shop and you're like, I've never seen that before. I have to have that.
Yeah, I did that with malt. I regretted it.
Yeah, malt, a bit different. But it's like 90% of the time you'll go and you'll be like, I'm trying that. I've never heard of that before. I'm trying it. It's amazing. You get it like 2 more times and then you never see it again. The rest of your life, you're like, what happened to this amazing drink that I used to have? No!
Well, I've had both Monster Hydros.
I've had the lemon.
Lime.
I've not had any of them.
Yeah.
I've not had any of them yet.
They're alright. They're not. They're still.
Yeah.
And I quite like them, but I like the one I had.
It's slightly less caffeine because it's 25ml.
Yeah.
But it's 550ml bottle.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty much the same dosage.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And I think it's like 10p more. Because the price mark's at 119.
Yeah.
But I preferred the red, that watermelon to the lime one.
Give it 6 months, there'll be no bargains.
Well, that's it. To be honest, I think the idea is that obviously it'll rival Lucozade Sport.
Yeah.
Is my understanding. And things have tried this before. Like Poweраde's still going because it's backed by Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But name another one that survived.
Oshi is one knocking about as well.
Oshi.
You get it at home bargain.
Yeah.
Polish, I think.
Big blue.
Yeah.
Bottle.
Massive bottle you
Yeah.
can get of it. It's like, what, for 25p?
Yeah.
Tastes fucking foul.
Yeah, I think that's like the Polish. It's either like the Polish Powerade.
Yeah. I had the blue one and I didn't mind it. But again, that's bearing in mind I knew the price was 25p. You know, rather than paying 89p for a Powerade that's like half the size.
This is it.
Well, I remember when they bought Fizzy Powerade as well.
Yeah, that did not last long. That was
well,
great.
you were necking it, and you're like, it's like, there's caffeine in that, mate. You're like, no, there isn't. It's like, yeah, there is. No, there isn't. There isn't. It's like, yes, there is. Check the bottle. He's think, fuck.
Half an hour later, he's running on
He was
rooftops.
meant to be cutting down on caffeine at the time.
Oops.
And he's like, oh, I can drink this one. There's no caffeine in it. It's like, no, I think you'll find there is.
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping tonight.
I don't sleep most nights.
Yeah, I remember you two are parents, so and he's like a new parent. So
I get to sleep. Mine are all up to sleep through now. So
She does 5 or 6 hours, which ain't bad for 10 weeks.
That's really good, actually. That's classed as sleeping through, by the way.
Yeah.
So you've done well there.
No, so I'm quite impressed with her. She's doing well.
Another one, energy drink, Bulldog Buzz.
Oh yeah,
Which you
that
can't
had
get anymore.
55 milligrams of caffeine for 100 mils or something daft.
Oh, it's horrible.
It was twice as much as anything else I could get at the time, and
it was
berry
cheap.
one
It
and
was
a lemon
cheap
one.
per can.
Yeah, it was like 19p per can in Home Bargains, and yeah, I remember.
Bulldog. I don't remember
Yeah.
Bulldog Buzz.
No, Bulldog.
Bulldog you
You
can
can get
Pound
in
World.
Pound World now, but that's just like a standard energy drink.
Yeah, it's like knockoff Red Bull.
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like.
Well, it tastes like knockoff in Purge.
Well, but Bulldog Buzz, he gave me one can.
Yes.
At like 5 in the afternoon. I was still awake at 6 a.m. the following day.
Yes, that stuff was mint.
Oh god!
If anyone ever sees that
It's
anywhere,
the only-
buy it.
it's-
If you want to stay awake, buy it.
It's the only drink I've ever had where you can taste the bloody caffeine in it. It was horrible.
It was so good.
I wish I tried it.
You don't.
If I can find it anywhere, I'll buy it and bring
I
some.
did Google it,
Yeah.
trying to find it's like
I
places
googled
like,
it because when I was making my list.
Well, I was looking for like shops that sell it online and everything. I clicked on them, and it's like, oh, no longer available.
Right.
So whether the company's gone bust or they've stopped making it, or whatever, I don't know.
I wouldn't be shocked.
No.
There's a lot of these little. Well, they seem like little upstart companies. They probably do. They probably have like bigger bases elsewhere in Europe and stuff. You know, because you find these things in Home Bargains most of the time.
It's like that one's, I think they're from Taiwan originally, the
Carabao.
yeah.
But like there was one that's been in Home Bargains a couple of times, Panther Energy Drink, and that's coming from the Netherlands. I remember the first time that came out, and I bought 48 cans on day one. So I was like, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's 19p. I was just like, boom, put them all in my bag.
48.
And then they stopped. Yeah, but you see, I got my 48 cans, and then they stopped doing it, and I was devastated. And then they brought it back in like a different coloured can.
Yeah, but it's like
recently.
Was that in just in one go? You like just bought 48 cans, or was it over
At one time,
Why
I bought them at one time.
Why just buy fucking shares?
Yeah.
Well, I would do in these companies, to be honest. If I had like investment type money, of course I would. You know, any drinks will never go away, so why not get in?
Absolutely. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's finding those ones that are going to stick, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, but can you imagine if you invest? Well, can you imagine if you invested in Rockstar at the very beginning? You know, when they just had one flavour.
Yeah.
And think about it now, it's a worldwide company. So.
And they're almost as big as Red Bull.
Yeah.
When it comes to sports, motorsports, and you know, X
Well, I
Games
think
shit.
Rockstar they like sponsor Strikeforce, isn't it?
Yes.
And like I think Monster does UFC now.
Monster does UFC now instead of Giants.
Yeah.
But
then they do like motocross and stuff as well. And
Rockstar. Yeah, they do.
Monster.
Oh, Monster. Yeah,
they've got
so
Ken Block.
Yeah, but
and they've
Rockstar do the
not
same
Ken
as
Block.
well.
Yeah.
What's it called? Rossi.
Yeah, Monster.
Yeah.
Rossi.
Lewis
Hamilton
Hamilton.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lewis Hamilton's
His tastes awful.
Yeah, it's
You
great.
see, I had it again the other week, and I was like, it's passable.
No, it's not.
passable.
No, it's not, mate.
It's not. It's
See,
I'm
I've
gonna
had
go
it since.
specifically buy it. You know what I mean? I bought it that day because I was like, I have to give it another chance because obviously we discussed it and how bad it was. And I thought I've got to give this another shot. There's something to it. There must be a reason why they brought this flavour out. It's still not as good as the Rossi one, you know, or most of the monsters. Might be the worst one except for the cherry one, but that's because I'm allergic to anything with cherry in it. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed it. Like more the second time.
I'll have to give it another try. Like I say, I've not tried it since we originally tried it. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I had it ice cold and I just wasn't keen. Right, so
Yeah.
Thankfully, I had it cold as well, but not a bit lukewarm from Home Bargains, which it is available in.
Oh,
It's
is it now in
available.
Home Bargains?
Yeah,
it's available in
89p.
Poundland as well, in Pound World.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, you can't have done very well then if it's already down
Well,
there.
the same week I bought it, it was
Yeah.
like $1.19 or something in the shop I went
Yeah.
to. I walked into Pound World 2 days later and it was there.
Yeah.
See, when I got it for £2 for £2. in like this random corner shop on Market Street actually, because I ran into town just specifically to buy it.
This is the damage I have on people. I text them telling us where stuff is and they run out and buy it.
Yeah, that's right.
Happened to me with buying rock, if you remember.
True.
I can buy all this funny flavoured rock. Where?
Yeah.
Call it bread.
Prosecco.
I'm a violets, bitch.
Prep the bricks, part 2. Bunkell takes his place.
No. I mean,
Still waiting for my letter for that.
Told you I'll do it.
I've got a couple of big pebbles out there. They might, serve.
No, it has to be bricks.
Oh, okay. Plenty of bricks around the corner. We're in the middle of a building site, remember?
true.
Yeah, it's my surgery. Moving swiftly along. Did Blu-ray come along too early?
No.
No, I think it came exactly when it should have done.
Basically, yeah, obviously when Blu-ray came out, you had the option of HD, DVD, or whatever it was, and Blu-rays. And I can't remember what movie it was that said, basically, it might have even been a documentary, whichever one the porn industry decides to use will be the one that's successful. Yeah. They started making Blu-rays. And now we have Blu-rays. Because last time you saw a HD DVD...
Not brand new, but there's still one left in CEX. I think
no one will buy it because no one has anything to play it on.
I think it's Transformers.
And funny, do you know what? There is actually a shop in town that does have like a little like shelving unit with HD DVDs in them. It's the I can't remember if it's called Pound World or something like that, the original or Quid World or whatever it was. But it's next door to the old Ann Summers.
Yeah, on Church Street.
Church Street.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it's in there. It's just underneath the dodgy looking 80s porn. But it's there, if you look. It's there's a few like discs in there, like got like a brownie grey, brownie sort of coloured.
They just need buying and taken to a landfill.
A bit like the ET game.
Yeah.
But Blu-ray. I mean, what was it? You can fit more data on them and things like that.
54 gig.
Yeah. So it was going to obviously blow them out of the water because you obviously can fit longer films onto them
and features
and more features and.
Well, that's just it. I mean, you go out now and like you buy.
There was that thing.
You don't see 2-disc Blu-rays, do you?
No.
Not rare. Not
very rarely. Yeah. You don't need one.
And I'll tell you one thing. Sorry,
the only thing is alright. The only thing I've seen like 2-disc for is where you have like the film. Yeah. But then you have like the ultraviolet copy on the disc.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what's the need?
Yeah. And what you've also got to remember as well, when Blu-ray came out, obviously games consoles at the time was incorporating technology. Yeah. Now the PlayStation 3 came with a Blu-ray reader as standard, where the Xbox you had to buy something else, which was extortionate to play the HD DVDs. Yes. Now you're not going to think, well, why would I buy this reader for the PlayStation when I can buy PS3 for just a little bit more than that, and I get an extra games console as well. Yeah. So for me, that's probably one of the reasons why, because basically there wasn't as much tech out there that read it. Yeah. Basically, as standard.
Well, it was. I remember one of the arguments you brought up with Blu-ray when it first. When I mentioned to you I was getting a PS3. You said you were like. I remember your argument was, "Don't bother. The discs are really easy to scratch."
Yeah, well, that's because that's what you read.
Yeah.
At the time,
and then like months later, it comes out. It's like, they've got a protective coating on them or something which stops them from being scratched. So essentially, Blu-rays were scratch-proof, as quoted by Empire at the time, wherever it was.
Not being funny, but you can practically use Blu-rays as bouncy balls. They are they are quite robust. As I'll be honest, like say for example, I've never broke a Blu-ray disc. I have lost a lot of Xbox 360 discs. So
no, I'll give you that. 'Cause I mean,
I've never had a game on PS3 that's been so damaged I couldn't play it. Ever. I've not even had so much as a music skip. Remember when you used to scratch your PS1 games?
Yeah.
And you'd be playing, and the music would stop.
And the music would start going, and then it'd carry on.
Yeah.
You're like,
But you're still playing. It was worse on driving games.
Yeah.
You'd be driving along, and all of a sudden your song would be playing, and all of a sudden it would just go, and you're just driving inside. So, fuck.
Yeah.
And then it'll start. Either song will either restart.
I did that with a PS2 game. I played it till it was worn out.
Yeah.
But you used to know because the music would stop, and you know on the next loading screen it crash.
Yeah.
I did at one point, so I was right, turning that off.
Yeah. So you know what I did as well? I remember this really, really vividly. There was I remember with Final Fantasy VII fucking up. I was heartbroken, and it always crashed on a cutscene. And what I worked out was if you open the disc drawer up, say for example, I think the crash was on disc 1.
Right.
You open the disc drawer up and put either disc 2 or disc 3 in, and it would play the wrong cutscene.
Right.
But once it got to the end of that cutscene, it went back onto the normal game. Put the disc back in, and it played on as normal.
That's really
weird.
That is really weird.
It was really weird, but it worked, and it worked on Final Fantasy VIII as well.
I think it was SmackDown. I want to say 2 that I had. I acquired it by a means
Yay.
with the old spring in the
Oh
in
yeah.
the drawer.
Do you know what? my PlayStation did that was and funny enough, the way I did it accidentally, I remember having the disc drawer open on the PlayStation, and I remember my brother was trying to get through in a hurry, and he kicked the top of the PlayStation off. The actual He actually snapped it.
Jesus.
I thought, motherfucker, and then I was fuming, trying to sort this thing on. It weren't going on.
Yeah.
And I thought, fuck, and then it hit me. There's like a little button that when you put your spring on, when you've obviously got your soft, the equivalent of the soft mod now, isn't it? Of the PlayStation, you've got the spring, and then I realised I don't need the fucking spring anymore. All I need is a bit of blue tack. Boom, I'm done. That's it.
Right.
Well, ours you had like it was like a memory card expansion thing. You meant to plug it in the SCART in the back.
Yeah.
And you had the disc. You could put any standard game in and it load up. And you open the disc and start. You open it. You put your copied disc in, your acquired disc in.
Yeah.
Hit start and it'd play it. But I had SmackDown 2. And every time I'd do season, it gets to a cut scene. It wouldn't play after that; it'd stop.
Right.
So what I did was, I went to Flickers round the corner, rented it for the weekend, played it, got past it. That cut scene without skipping, took it back, and the game played as normal after that. Never had to form them again.
See, I didn't do any of this for my PlayStation. My dad went, "Give me that." Came back the next day, chipping it up, play anything now. I went, "What?" Copied this, just plays it. Don't have to faff around any of it.
Yeah, that was
what did you do?
Well, we were debating about getting it chipped, but we asked around a few people that had it done and hadn't.
Right.
And so arguments falling against because it was my brother's PlayStation. He's like, I don't really want to get it chipped. Then my uncle found this sort of way around it, and he at the time had a disc burner.
Yeah.
So he's if you want to rent a game, or whatever, he's like, just give it here and I'll copy it for you. So he used to go rental shop. It's like, fine, copy this.
Speaking of copies, bear with me 1 second. Keep talking. I'm going to bring something down.
Right.
See, I've got a little retro collection upstairs, and I have something a little bit special.
Are you going to come down just with one disc like that?
It's like, yes!
But no, the only reason I mentioned this was because WWE DVDs, they're apparently ceasing Blu-ray production.
Oh.
They're not selling enough. They're selling more DVDs than they are Blu-rays.
I'm not shocked.
Because there was talks if they're going to release SummerSlam on Blu-ray.
Right.
And they said, no, we're not going to.
Yeah, but again, here's your problem with your WWE. Why would I buy a DVD or a Blu-ray?
Exactly.
I pay for the network.
Yeah.
So I have everything I could ever want on the network. Unless it's an ECW DVD, so I get the original music. I'm not doing it. And I can't get the ECW DVDs off them with the original music on anyway.
Yeah.
So I would never buy a Blu-ray off them because it's too expensive. I'm not paying you 35 quid for a Blu-ray or whatever you want to charge me when I can watch it anytime I want on my TV because I'm paying you for the subscription because I do sit and watch the pay-per-views because I'm sad. And I watch NXT every week. Or try to. I was thinking about this the other day. Is it justified to pay... do I feel justified paying my $9.99 per month just for 4 episodes of NXT every month? Is it worth it?
Well,
and I don't know if it is.
You factor in your pay-per-views as well.
But it's only if I stay. It's only if I do decide to watch them.
Well, do you watch it when it's on, or do you watch it afterward?
After. Always after.
Another 3 hours.
But but again, that's if I sit down and watch it. Like you look at what they put out recently. I don't want to keep watching it. Like I watched Extreme Rules, and the best match air quotes on the card was the 2 out of 3 falls with. Was it 2 out of 3 falls or cage? Yeah, because it ended in a cage, didn't it? With the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus. Yeah. That cage match is the worst booked thing I've seen in years. In years. It made them all look like idiots. Complete idiots. The rules are both men have to touch the floor for your team to win. Right. So, basically, one of them keeps going to climb out while the other 2 beat on the other guy. And then they think, I'll go stop him from climbing out. Well, no, why would I? I'd let him climb out so I can just double team the other guy and then we can both climb over. Yeah. And then that eventually happens because one of the Hardy Boys can't remember which one's an idiot. And he thinks, oh shit. And then climbs the fuck back in. Yeah. How stupid are you?
It should be like whole match. It should be like on the games.
Literally the whole match is built on one of them trying to climb out while the other one's getting double teamed. Yeah. And then they go and stop them. Why? Let them go.
Well, it should be like once you climb out, you can't climb back in. Yeah. You have to go to the back or whatever. Yeah. Like on the games, it's been since fucking Warzone. Yeah, yeah. You could do a tag team cage match, but if one climbs out, then
that's it. There's 2 on 1. Yeah.
So. But yeah, I brought this down when we were talking about copies. Yes. Okay. I have got a first generation Sega Dreamcast upstairs. Okay. The one that basically it's the version of the console that basically killed Sega as a console manufacturer. Right, okay. The reason being it had no region lock on it and no copyright protection on it. As standard. Wow. So I've got my little binder now of acquired games. As you can see, there's absolutely fucking loads. Nice. Like, you've got, what have we got in here? We've got Spider-Man, which is the same on PlayStation. Silent Scope. What else have we got in here? Dino Crisis. Donald Duck Quack Attack. Yeah. Tomb Raider Chronicles. Resident Evil Code Veronica, 1 and 2 disc. We've got Daytona USA in here somewhere. Yeah. Sega Worldwide Soccer. Deep Fighter, Aero Wings. I've even got an emulator. Jesus. What else have we got? Rudecaster, Tomb Raider, Red Dog. We've got Power Stone in here somewhere. MDK, Star Wars, Pod Racer, Crazy Taxi. Yeah. Confidential Mission, Space Channel 5. Vanishing Point, Shadow Man. Star Wars, more Star Wars.
You see,
there's all sorts. That's Green Street Hooligans, by the way. And some random disc.
See, I wish I was kind of more knowledgeable when I bought games consoles and stuff like that. Because I obviously got my PS1 as a gift. Yeah. And I probably never used it to its full capabilities, really. I mean, I only played like the odd game here and there. I never, must have been 13 at the time. But I was never like, we talked about it. You talked about on the Brad podcast about Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah. On it, Duelist Roses or whatever. Not Duelist Roses.
Forbidden Memories.
Forbidden Memories. That was it. I remember playing that and playing Smackdowns and stuff like that, but there's so many great games that I never played, just because I never thought to go and do it. And it was just like I was looking at my PS2 the other day, because my PS4 got robbed. Yeah. So I was like, well, what am I going to do now? So
I'll play Legends of Wrestling.
Well, that was it. Broke the PS2 out and I thought, Right, now I need to find some bloody games to play, because I had Def Jam and Fight for New York, which I'm never going to get rid of because it's the best fighting game I've ever made. But I was like, oh, you know what I'm going to play? Simpsons Hit and Run. Never played that game. It's supposed to be a great game. So I went out, picked it up. It didn't work, so I've got to take it back. But you know what I mean? I thought, oh, there's so much stuff that now I look back on and I think, I should have played that, and now I have the capability to go and do it.
I mean, I would say I'm the opposite end because I kept everything.
Yeah.
And for example, you talk about you having to rebuy PlayStation and things like that. I kept it to the point. I've got that bookcase, for example, on the other side of this room.
Yeah.
I've got that full with just PS1 games.
Right.
And I've got another bookcase with PS2 games.
Yeah.
I've got another bookcase with Xbox 360 games.
Yeah.
And they're all full.
Yeah. I kept the console, just sold all the games.
They're called games are where the money is.
Did you keep the Punisher?
No.
Oh.
It was a great game.
It was.
But I completed it.
I might have that upstairs.
I used to replay it just for the sole purpose of going around like
chroming somebody's head.
Yeah. And the fact is, like, you could pick like your pistol, and you could pick like a bigger gun.
Yeah.
And your grenades or whatever. You just go through levels, killing guys, interrogating them for fun.
Yeah.
I'm in a chop shop.
There's some fucking brutal games. I mean, I remember playing Manhunt on that game, that console.
I've got that somewhere.
Rare as hen's teeth now, that. But,
it's not really.
It can't be what it used to be.
Did it come out on the network recently?
Manhunt.
Yes,
it is.
May
Yes.
have done.
Yeah.
But even then, I saw it recently in CEX for £2.
Yeah.
There might be different versions of
GTA
it.
San Andreas, £10.
Yeah. Simpsons Hit and Run was a tenner.
Because it's held in high. Because people got high.
Yeah.
Like high opinions of that, and I don't know why it's GTA clone.
Yeah.
Or Crazy Taxi clone.
Yeah.
That's Road Rage.
Oh, is that Road Rage?
Yeah.
I just kind of was like, well, I wanted to play it, and you know, at the end of the day, my wife's actually bought me a PS4 today. Me a new one, so you know, big props to the wife.
Yeah. Kudos.
She's earned the keep.
But you know, I just thought I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna play these games. It's something. It's you know, it's a chance to you know go back over what I missed.
Yeah.
So
it's one of the reasons I wanted to do a Let's Play on RAD.
Yeah.
On the YouTube channel, but like I said, I'm having all sorts of issues trying to get my card reader to work with my computer.
Well, actually, I did watch a Let's Play recently of the Punisher.
I've already completed. I will watch somebody else complete it.
I do that though.
Yeah,
I do that. I mean,
it's that thing I wanted to see how they were going through and playing it. Because I've not got a PS2 anymore.
Have you not?
No.
Shame.
Devastated.
I've got one in the cupboard upstairs.
But then I watched
ones because I don't know how it's still alive.
One of the big fat ones.
Yeah,
I have.
Everybody was like, "Oh, they die by Christmas. It'll die by Christmas."
I've got the fat PS3 over there, which plays
I've still got
PS1
one
games.
Yeah. Well, mine doesn't play PS1 games.
Mine
Mine
does.
used
Then
to.
again, I've never tried to play PS1 games.
What size hard drive is it?
100 gig.
Yeah, well,
See, mine's a 60.
you had to get the original 60 gig.
Right.
But the thing is, though, mine hasn't got the original ports,
Right.
but it still plays them.
Mm.
So, fuck knows. Unless it's glued down, I don't know about it.
I've still got my chip PS1. It'll still play. Still play all the chip games. The reason I stopped playing it is I fried the memory card.
I remember.
I melted the memory card. I was absolutely fucking wounded.
I don't know how that happened.
I have absolutely no idea how I did it because I just turned it on one day and it wouldn't load the memory card. It wouldn't find it. And then I looked in it and you could see that it had melted inside. And I was like, what the?
I've never heard of a memory card melting before.
It must have been because it wasn't an official one.
Possibly.
So, but stood in CEX, must have been a month ago now. PlayStation 1 memory card. I've been looking for one of those for like 3 years.
You should have asked. I've got about 12 of them.
See? £4. I was like...
I'd have give you one. I'd have give you one. I've got about 12 upstairs. So...
I was definitely...
I'll give you one on the way out as well, so you got a spare.
Cheers. But yeah, paid £4 for it because I bought the original Spider-Man game that was on PS1. And I thought, this will play on my PS2. Shit, I can't save it because it won't be in the memory card. Fuck. My PS1 memory card somewhere.
But no, yeah, Manhunt is not really that rare.
I
from what
heard
I remember.
it
It was at one point when the controversy came out.
Yeah, because of all the...
That's when I got it. So
nowadays you can find it. It's
yeah, fair enough.
You can find it next to believe like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
Fair point. See, I thought it would be something along the lines of like, you remember the recalled version? I don't know if I told you. It was the recalled version of The Getaway on the PS2.
Yes.
Because originally the game had to be recalled because BT took exception.
Oh, right.
Because there was a mission in it where you stole a van.
Right.
And it was a telecommunications van. It had the BT logo on the side of it.
Yeah.
Remember the old BT
yes.
logo with the woman? Was it the lady with the
torch?
Torch.
Yeah,
it had one of them logos on the side of the van. They had to be recalled because BT didn't want their logos in the game.
Right.
So it was it a plain van at the end? Or was it a changed logo?
It was one of them. I think. Well, they made it grey, but they sort of made it light enough so you can still faintly see it. Like the old reconditioned vans.
Yeah.
But I think my brother had The Getaway and he had the original version as well.
He should have kept hold of it.
I think he's still got it somewhere.
Tell him.
Yeah, we have a box up in the loft somewhere of PS2 games, and I keep meaning to look through it, but I don't know where it is.
Dig this out and give it to me. So I still play my PS2.
It may be worth
I can buy another one.
You can actually. You can get them for like 20, 30 quid now.
Yeah.
There's a shop on Coronation Street.
Yeah, so I need to go in.
Coronation Street. Yeah. I went in it the other day. She was like, "I'm sorry, it's a mess," and I was like, "It is a mess," but I was like, PS1 over there, 21 quid for a PS1 memory card game controller.
See, them best
is it any
shops
game
are the
or is it
best.
just one they give you?
I think there was a choice of 4, but then they had like a bunch of other ones like you know on the shelf and stuff.
So the choice of 4 would have been FIFA, or FIFA probably.
one thing I don't get with like CEX and that, especially with you like Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 7, not a rare game.
No.
Yet they'll still charge you 30 quid for it
because of the nostalgia hit that it has.
Yeah.
But then this sort of factors into another topic I found came up with today because I was looking in the window at CEX.
Oh yeah.
Second-hand retro game prices.
Oh yeah, they're ridiculous in there.
Right. Super Mario World.
Right.
On the SNES. Not the NES, the SNES or whatever. For the cartridge alone, 15 quid.
Yeah.
For the boxed version, just with the box, 40.
See, that's a collector's piece, and I agree because it's one thing to look after the cartridge in the game itself because it's plastic and it's metal. It's easy to look after. It's hard.
Yeah.
The box, on the other hand, not so.
Because it's cardboard.
It's cardboard. It degrades.
Yeah.
I've got a copy of Mario All Stars upstairs,
right?
Boxed,
right?
But the box is trashed.
Right.
The game itself is mint.
Yeah.
But the box is trashed, and it wouldn't be worth any more than the 15 quid of that one because the box is worthless. Even though I've got the manual with it and everything.
Right.
But that's the reason why the cost of it's so much higher because there's that much care and attention's been kept into the game to keep it looked after.
It's weird. Like I was walking past CX the other day, and we're talking. I mean, I don't. PS1 isn't proper retro game. It's not like
Get Out.
To me, it's not because it was what.
All right.
It was it was almost a common console when I was a kid. Yeah, that's what I mean. DualShock 1 controller, 22 quid.
Yeah.
What?
Because they're great.
I've got 4 of them.
They're great. They're great controllers, though.
Yeah, but then if you go and trade it in, like I'll get 80 quid for that.
Yeah.
Like I say, they tried it with me where I've got Conker's Live Reloaded on the original Xbox.
Yeah.
And it's one of my pride and joys in my collection.
Right, yeah.
And it's worth about 60 quid on its own.
Yeah.
They offered me 50p for it. I thought, you can get fucked.
Yeah.
But it's always that thing, isn't it, though, where they factor in that, well, this is the retail price, whereas we're not offering you that.
No.
We're offering you the thingy price.
Oh, we're expecting 60. Well, we're going to try and sell it anyway. It was just like, how am I going to value it?
Yeah.
So I took it down and I was like, how much would you give me for this?
Yeah.
And it was like, 50p. Obviously, I did my research online. I checked it on the website and I was selling it for 60 quid. I thought, you can get to fuck you cheeky bastards.
You should have pretended on the phone going, they give you 50p for it. And it's like, he's thinking.
It'll take 55 quid.
But no, he's going to leave it, mate. He just sold it for 60.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when it comes to the old retro stuff with the cardboard boxes and things like that, I do understand the high price. I do and I don't know why, because it's like the fact of like, why pay an extra 25 quid for the box unless you are that much of an anal collector? Yeah, because people are. If you just wanted to play the game, you either go with something like, if you have the Wii or the Wii U or the Switch now. Yeah. If you go on the Nintendo store, there'll be a copy of that game.
Yeah.
You can go. If this is where it becomes a bit shady, because technically, if you have the console, you can legally download the emulator for it. So, for example, you've got a PS2.
Yeah.
If you wanted to download a PS2 emulator and play a game that you already own, that is completely 100% legal.
Okay.
It's when you have the emulator of the console and play a game that you don't own, that's when it becomes illegal.
Okay.
Because technically, when you buy a game, you buy technically a license of that game for your personal use.
Yeah.
So
that's interesting.
For example, I'm struggling with wanted to do the Let's Play.
Yeah.
I've got a video capture card and I've got this, that and the other.
Yeah.
I'm having to consider the emulation side of things, which is still perfectly legal, because obviously every single game that I want to play, I've still got upstairs, and I'll be playing it through the machine, just using the PlayStation BIOS on the PC.
Yeah.
So it is 100% legal, as long as you own the original kit.
Right. I see. I need like a laptop or something where I can do something like that. Well, I've got loads. Like I've got a whole bunch of.
I remember when we did that, mate.
Yeah, etc.
Something in my eye. Hold on.
But the issue is, like, you know, if to be fair, if somebody hadn't robbed my PS4, would I now have set up my PS2 and be up playing my PS2 as much as I am?
Probably not.
No, you wouldn't.
But will I always have it there? Yeah, because there is the odd occasion where I think, I'm going to go complete Def Jam again just because I can.
Just because you can. It's like
I'm waiting for the day it dies on you. You got to turn it on, and you're just there going, no, don't do this to me.
If my PS2 dies on me, I will instantly go buy it.
You're over there on your knees, just there, quitting the front row, and just sat like, what's it, Ray Wilson in Super?
Yeah.
People look stupid when they cry.
See, it's one thing I keep all my retro consoles for. I always like doing a run once a year. Like at some point, I'm leaning towards doing what I do, my Mass Effect run.
Right, yeah.
Where I do 1, 2, and 3 back to back. But now obviously I've got Andromeda and it's shit, so I've still not completed it.
Right.
So I've still got to play that through. But I'm engrossed at the minute on for some reason I bought Project Cars again. I'm playing through that, so it's not getting touched at the minute.
Yeah,
I'd rather not, to be really honest. If that's such an ex-girlfriend, I'd rather not.
No, yeah.
It's one of them things when you think it is. I'll be honest with you. Mass Effect Andromeda is like comparable to a really bad ex-girlfriend, because it's like, I understand why I got with you. I understand why I invested in you. But when I took a step back and I look back, I think, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
I'd love to see us come up in like a review, if you're like writing for a magazine or something. So I'd do like a full 4-page review of Mass Effect Andromeda, and just finish it with Mass Effect Andromeda. It's like touching your ex-girlfriend.
No, it's like remembering touching your ex-girlfriend. It really is, though.
To be fair, I've not played all the Mass Effects. I played a bit of 2, which I enjoyed, and I thought, that was really good, so I'm going to go buy 1 and play them all the way through.
Yeah.
And then realised there was loads and loads of stuff that you have to do in Mass Effect 1 that you don't have to do in the rest of them.
You can complete Mass Effect 1 in 6 hours.
Yeah, see, if I'd known that, I would have completed it. Instead, I didn't.
You just bullet through the main story. That's how I got the achievement for it, for completing it on the hardest difficulty. So I just bullet straight through the main game.
Right.
So, But yeah, you can play Mass Effect quickly if you just decide not to do a lot of the side mission shit. The only problem with that is in Mass Effect 2 and 3, if you do that, you're not going to get the best endings.
Right, okay.
But Mass Effect 1, it don't matter.
Oh, you see, I only did it for the sake of, there's this gamer score that you can get if you take your character from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2, and I was like,
yeah.
It actually is slightly important to me at this moment in time to do that. And I don't know why.
I thought it was an achievement whore, I believe.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to do it, and then I didn't. And then I don't play Xbox anymore. So
I had a blip. I'd say from PS1 to PS2, went from there. When I saw my mate playing an Xbox 360, I had a market. You know, like Ken.
Yeah.
He had a market stall in Dale Street, and he had his Xbox 360 on there, and I was watching him play Portal.
Oh yeah.
And other bits and bobs. And I thought, I really like the fucking look of that.
Yeah.
So I got myself a 360 instead of the PS3 wasn't out at the time. It's just been, I think it was released about 6 months after I got my Xbox 360. And I played exclusively Xbox 360 for that whole console generation, really. But it got me PS3 to play like Metal Gear Solid 4 because I was I'm a Metal Gear fan at the end of the day as well, massive one. And that's how I bumped into Xander as well. Crashing into the back of him on Forza 2, getting all the verbal, and begging him, apologising, and then got racing with him, and then kept racing with him for 7 years.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I did exactly the same. Have a PS1, have a PS2. Went to university. Decided to buy an Xbox 360 as like a group rather than like an individual. So, and then it ended up with 3 of us all buying Xbox 360s. So you end up playing what your friends have. Don't you?
Yeah.
And then one guy bought a PS3, and at the end of university went, "Bunkell, I don't play it. Do you want it for 70 quid?" And it was worth it. It was worth far more than that at the time, even second hand. I thought, I'll have it.
Yeah.
And then I started playing that. Never played my 360. So
I do occasionally warm up the Xbox 360, but not very often. I mean, I play
two.
It's that thing though for me, like, because I know people I've worked with in the past and that they've had like a 360, but it's like, I play COD online, or I play Battlefield online, or I play Destiny online, and it's like, do you play Call of Duty? Like, no, because I have a life outside of gaming, that I intend to keep up rather than losing it to many hours getting killed.
See, at uni, that's what we do. At uni, we were like a clan on Call of Duty, so. You're all in the house, you're all in separate rooms, but you're all playing the same game. So it's almost like the group element of it. Like I say, because everyone you play with has got one, that's why you play it. And then, like I say, went to PS4 because you had a PS4, Cooks had a PS4, and I was like, well, let's get a PS4 then, rather than get an Xbox One, because the only people I speak to have a PS4.
Don't get me started how I got a PS4. Was that Simon and Darren had PS4s.
Yeah.
I said, I'll get a PS4. I'll play SmackDown with you, what have you. I have not played a single game with them since I got it last year.
I played Destiny and Coxy once. Oh no, maybe twice. We played Destiny, and then I've taken it round to his a couple of times, and I've been on one console and one TV, he's been on another, and we played Bloodborne and a few things like that. But it's not. Do I ever play with you online?
We played together once online, I think that was Saints Row.
Yeah.
Because you helped me out on PS3.
Exactly. So, online gaming is not as cracked up to be.
I think the peak for it was like the PS3, Xbox 360 generation.
Well, the thing was, like, on PS2, like, if a Bunkell would come out of mine, I'd go out of Bunkell's, and we'd spend the entire afternoon just playing SmackDown.
Yeah.
But we always had a system where it's like, you can't pick anyone under, it has to be under like 90 or under, or whatever. So it's like a random thing.
Yeah.
And there's a match that always stands out. I think I was Matt Hardy, and you were Vince McMahon. And you kept putting him in the camel clutch.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to spam like a bitch, if I'm honest.
But we always tried to make it as fair as possible until that point where we actually started hating each other. So we thought, let's take a break from this.
Yeah, but again, you sat together in a room playing it, which is what seems to be lost nowadays. Like, I was looking through the other day, thinking, oh well, I'm gonna try and convince my wife to play a game with me. Play a game with my, cat, my
Your cat.
Callum. Is and I play Lego games with him every now and then.
Oh yeah.
And stuff. But I thought, we're gonna sit and actually play through something that's properly 2-player and sit, I'll sit and I'll do something. I was like, there are hardly any 2-player games where it's like a 2-player hot seat campaign. Well, not hot seat, sorry. Dual campaign that you can go through. There's nothing like that anymore. No. It doesn't exist because they think you're going to play it online.
Yeah. There's nothing I know of where it's other than like the Lego games where you can have someone jump in.
Yeah.
There's nothing else.
No, that's it. There's nothing. I was searching to find something, and it's like no. Like I thought, even like first-person shooters. Yeah. You think, oh well, what's the harm in having 2 of you go through the campaign? No, I can't do that. Yeah.
I remember the heady days of playing Halo, and Halo 2 and Halo 3 on the same machine.
Yes.
Campaigning through it. It was fucking amazing.
I did that. Me and Matt did that at university on the Xbox 360 again, so you're going back a generation. Yeah. Sat and played through all the way through Halo 2 and Halo 3 in like 2 nights. Sat in the same room on the same console. Yeah. It's the way that you should be able to do things.
The only thing I've seen recently, which is like a co-op sort of campaign, is in the Formula 1 games. Oh, you can actually go online and you can go as a team. Right. And I remember doing it.
When you're going online.
Yeah, you are going online, but you can also do it split screen.
Right.
But I remember going online and doing it. Normally it's just you race and that's it.
Yeah.
And racing games. But this one, you actually work as a team.
Right.
And you actually have rivalry goals and things like that with each other. And that's just an online multiplayer with 2 people. And there was no one else involved.
Right.
It was literally you, your friend, and 20 AI cars.
Right.
And it was really, really good fun. I remember absolutely trounced to be mate at it in the same car.
Yeah.
And it carries. I think it started in 2011. It's carried on right through.
Right.
To even 2016, which is what I've got on my PlayStation, which I've also been playing. Because I'm a massive petrolhead, but I'm the worst kind of petrolhead because I can't fucking drive.
Yeah. And there's the other thing like PS4 and that for me, it's like there's no, other than Lego, there's no real kids games anymore.
No. I mean, you've got Little Big Planet.
Yeah.
You've got stuff like that.
You've got Little Big Planet, you've got like Knack and like Ukulele.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's like...
The thing is, though, if you're aiming at gaming for kids, though, you're looking towards a Nintendo.
Yeah.
So that's what it's marketed at.
Yeah.
Whereas, I think you've got to realise where the game consoles are marketed towards. I mean, Nintendo are now exclusively aiming at the family market.
Yeah.
Whereas, last generation, Sony was aiming at the casuals in PS3. And the Xbox 360, the Xbox was aiming at the hardcore gamers. Yeah. Whereas the roles have reversed when it comes to Sony and like Microsoft.
Yeah.
Because Microsoft are going for an all-in-one system.
Yeah.
Where you can have your TV, you can have your music, you can have your gaming, everything. You can go through the Xbox. Where the PlayStation's gone, fuck all that shit. We're a gaming console.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can stream your WWE, Amazon,
Netflix, and that.
but you can't do all the other stuff. This Xbox 360 can, which for me dilutes it.
Yeah.
To the point where if I get a games console to play fucking games on.
Yeah.
Which is why I've got no interest in the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Despite Alan going, yeah, but it's got Forza. But yeah, but I've got Gran Turismo. Fuck off.
This podcast is part of Britpod Scene, an independent network of uniquely British podcasts that's always growing. Check out BritpodScene.com or BritpodScene on Twitter to find out more.
Hi, I'm Brian.
And I'm Adam.
And we encourage you to come listen to a very special program.
A podcast, unlike anything you've heard before. Right, Brian?
What? No, dude. Everyone has a podcast.
Everyone has a podcast.
What's our show about?
We talk about comedy,
sports,
science,
topical news,
meat hunting,
music,
podcasting,
Matthew McConaughey,
fishing,
health and fitness,
horsecocks,
technical difficulties,
buffaloes,
popular culture.
Maybe a little too much about the Asians.
Oh, your army's so cute and tiny. edits. Check us out on Twitter at EHAPpodcast. Listen to us on iTunes and Stitcher, or through our website, www.ehappodcast.com. Contact us directly through ehappodcast@gmail.com. Like and subscribe on YouTube under EHAP Podcast. We're also on Facebook and Grindr.
Really? We're on Facebook?
I think so.
Hi, I'm Paul the Hat Guy Flinders, and I'm the host of the RAD podcast, Random Ass Discussion, and we discuss about absolutely anything that's on our mind. Doesn't matter how taboo the subject is, we will talk about it and give you our opinion, whether it's popular or not, controversial or not, or thought-provoking or just downright daft. You can find us on Spreaker at www.spreaker.com/RAD podcast. You can follow us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/UKRAD podcast. We are on Twitter at UKRAD podcast. And we are also now on iTunes. Hooray! Just search for us at the UKRAD podcast and we should show up. So if you're ready for a bit of random ass discussion, a little bit of comedy gold, and maybe a little bit of thought-provoking conversation, come over, join the fun. And just remember, there are plenty of podcasts out there, but not that many of them are rad. Now it's back to the lost art of podcasting / wrestling / keyfade.
Moving on anyway.
Yes.
YouTube comments.
Redundant nowadays.
Yeah.
Well,
no one reads them.
More sort of YouTube comments. What's the point in hating on stuff?
There is no point. It's to make yourself feel like a big man.
There's no...
But what sort of the context of it is, so, say, Bunkell, for example, there's a new Justin Bieber song.
Yeah.
And Bunkell's like, well, I don't like this song. I don't like this guy.
So I'm going to dislike it and say he's a prick.
So I'm going to dislike it, then go on YouTube, but also say on that same video, on the link, that I hate this video and I hate this guy. Like, what's the fucking point?
Nothing. There is no point. It makes absolutely no difference whatsoever.
No.
But this is a problem with social media. In theory, social media makes everybody think that their opinion matters when it doesn't.
It makes opinions more accessible.
To be fair, I do remember I had it listed on my phone as the YouTube comments: Richard Hive, scum and villainy.
See, the comments on YouTube, I think they were originally meant for discussing the content of the video rather than giving a critique.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah. Well,
now, which unfortunately people use it as a vessel to vent.
Yeah.
Like for example, you got the
it's
reviews.
Essentially like the two Facebook robots that they made recently. They started to communicate with each other in their own language. So they had to shut them down.
What?
But Facebook made two robots to have a conversation with each other.
Right.
They essentially went, you have the English language programmed into you,
right.
Talk to each other. They did, but then they started getting smart and creating their own language. And Facebook's like, we can't have this, turn them off.
Next thing you know, fucking Skynet happens.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way you're going with it.
If you're listening to this, welcome our new robot overlords.
But no, well, that's what you developed.
So, yeah, but that's sort of, to me, that is the YouTube comment section.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's like, if you don't like it, why are you watching it?
Exactly.
Is the question.
But it's more the fact for me of like people that purposely go on looking for videos that they don't like.
Yeah, so
to then go on and watch a bit of, to then go, I don't like it. Yeah, or I hate this singer or something. Like, what?
The thing is, to me, what the comment section is supposed to do, what disliking something is supposed to be able to do is, I've searched for this, and it's shown me this, but this isn't
what I'm looking for.
Yeah. This isn't what I'm looking for.
I know
so
what the dislike.
So I dislike it, or I comment and say, if you were after this isn't it.
Yeah.
So that's what the whole idea was supposed to be to me. Yeah. So let's say I don't know. I want to watch someone buy a ball. Oh, it's pulled up this video, and the guy's buying an egg. This guy isn't buying a ball; he's buying an egg. I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's what to me the idea is. I know that's obviously you're not going to sit and watch somebody buy a ball or an egg, but you
You'd
know
be
what I mean?
surprised.
Well, true. But
No, I really like, say if there's like a song or something and someone goes, they come on like, don't like this guy, he's a load of shit. It's like, well, why have you come on in the first place? Why don't you go and find an artist you like and say, oh, I love this video, or I love this song, whatever.
yeah, why intentionally search something you don't like?
Yeah.
It's like it's like
It's like sort of that thing of like, well, what do you get out of leaving that comment? Like, how does it make you feel? It's like, oh, I've done my bit for the community. People know I don't like this video now. Yeah. It's like, wow, you must think really high about yourself, like.
Yeah, using a fake name.
Yeah, exactly.
No one can tell it's you. You're brave.
It's like
Facebook's kind of.
It's like, you know, we do a podcast. We like to sit and we like to critique things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we enjoy wrestling. Let's say it's wrestling. We actually like it. Yeah. For the majority, for the most part. Yeah. So when you're saying you don't like something, it's not based on the fact that I've gone out to look for something I hate. I've gone out to look for something I enjoy, and you're giving me crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know,
it's sort of like though in that context of wrestling, it's like if there was someone was watching a Mega Ricardo, and they come on like, I don't like wrestling. And it's like you get the reply, well, why are you watching it then?
Yeah.
You also get the comment of, well, I just came on and said I don't like it, which I have seen happen before on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
why have you sat and watched it for an hour?
Yeah.
I've watched this for an hour because I don't like wrestling.
Yeah.
Well, there's a difference if it's your job.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to sit there and watch it. But if you're not being paid to sit there and watch it.
Yeah.
If you don't like the first 5 minutes, you know it's not for you. Find some fucking thing else. You're not going to sit there for an hour going, this is shit, this is shit, this is shit. Wow, this is shit. Oh, it's a little bit better there, but it's still shit. You know what I mean? You're not going to sit there and do that.
No.
At the end of the day. And then to write about it in the comments is fucking asinine.
Yeah.
Because why have you not just gone, I need to get away from this video as quickly as fucking possible and find some kittens to watch?
Yeah.
It'd be like in the context of like if someone went on and left an iTunes review for us and said, just can literally put 1 star, I don't like podcasting.
It's equivalent of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what do you get out of that?
Nothing.
Like,
but the thing, again, the problem is, the majority of the time when somebody does that, it's to, let's take it's the Justin Bieber video. That video has probably had 100 million watches.
Yeah.
Probably got another 1 million comments, and you're one person going, don't like that.
Yeah. But then that's riling people up.
And
getting 300 responses.
Yeah.
You're basically being a troll.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're trolling.
You're looking for some. It's almost like you're.
It's like going on a Manchester United video,
and saying I don't like
Manchester United. saying, do you know what, Man United is shite. I love Man City.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of it's riling people up, and it's you doing that. Like I don't know.
But I think with it though, this comes down to that thing where there's trolling, and there's people who are genuinely that thick as fuck that they do that out of necessity because they think someone's going to listen to their opinion and go, well, yeah, I now think it's shit too based on this guy's comment.
Yeah.
This man.
I am a sheep.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit in a bathtub with water and drop a toaster in it.
The Morphy Richards experience. Love it.
But, yeah, no.
I was going to stick the white on, it's going to be there.
So, yeah. The YouTube comments. Wretched Hive, scum and villainy.
Yeah.
Now, jumping quickly back into wrestling. I'm going to play a game. Well, not so much a game. A sort of an opinion piece.
Okay.
Hire, fire, return.
Alright, okay.
So, in the case, we've got, I think there's 7 in each altogether, possibly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So, fire, hire, return.
Yeah.
Fire, hire, return.
Essentially, I give you a list, and you have to pick. You have to hire 1, fire 1, and return 1.
This is the same.
What do you mean by return?
Yeah.
Return,
bring them back to the big E.
Okay.
So this is in terms of like the E.
Right.
So for your hire, you got Omega, Kenny Omega, Okada, Christopher Daniels,
right,
Marty Scurll, and the Young Bucks.
So not the fucking Young Bucks.
Right. Okay.
Certainly not the fucking Young Bucks.
So, who would you hire out of those? You got one.
That's a tough choice.
For overall package, I would say Omega.
Omega? Okay. Bunkell?
Just so he can go in
That's
the ring.
not on the
and
list.
He's got just so he can go in the ring. He's really good in the ring, and he's got decent promo skills.
Yeah.
So he's basically got all the tools required to make himself over in the WWE.
Yeah.
So for me personally, I know Okada's great in the ring, but I've never seen his promos or anything
He doesn't
like that.
speak English, does he?
So that would hinder him anyway.
Yeah.
So and Christopher Daniels is past it.
Christopher Daniels is...
He's a great wrestler, but he's past it.
Christopher Daniels was a great wrestler 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Christopher Daniels probably can still go. I have no doubt that he can still go. He's probably better than most people.
I've seen him in person.
He was ROH champion.
Yeah.
In November, I think he won it, and then he lost it to Cody recently.
Yeah. So, I want to say Okada, just because...
Even they got jobbed down in TNA.
I've not seen it. I don't watch TNA.
It happened.
Who watches TNA?
They brought Okada in though and jobbed him out.
That's fucking bullshit.
Treated him like shit.
Not shocked.
So,
I want to say Okada just because I know Kenny Omega's great, and I know that Okada's best matches have been against Kenny Omega, but I think Kenny Omega is something that I see every week in WWE anyway.
Yeah.
Whereas Okada is not. That's my only reason.
Okay.
But I couldn't bring any of the other guys in. They're all too small. Really. They just get wasted.
Okay. See, I'd have to go for Omega. The cleaner. Just mainly because from what I've seen of him in New Japan.
Yeah.
Like stuff with Cardi, he's in like 2 1-hour matches.
Yeah, they've both been fantastic.
Fantastic.
Best match of the years.
Like, both well done, well executed.
Yeah.
It's like...
Oh no, don't get me wrong, I think they're both great. If you took one of them away and put somebody else in, I don't think it'd be the same.
Yeah.
I really don't. But, I don't know. For some reason I just feel like I've seen it. Well, not that I've seen it, but that I can replicate Kenny Omega easier than I can replicate what Okada does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That body type, that size, that pro mobility, that exists.
Yeah.
I think, to me. Whereas what Okada has, 6'4" Japanese guy who can fly like Omega can.
Yeah.
I don't come around very often. You know, the 5'10" guy that can do that does.
Yeah.
The 6'4" guy is 270 odd pounds. I don't laugh that often.
And his name is Mike Awesome.
Yeah, you're 5 inches taller.
Oh, he's 6'6", isn't he, Mike Awesome?
No, they built him at 6'9". The last pay-per-view I watched.
It's like Hogan, though, buddy.
Yeah, building him with 7 foot tall.
Anywhere between 6'6" and 7 foot, depending what how Michael Buffers feels. So then moving on to Fire, we've got Baron Corbin, Braun Strowman, Ziggles, Bray Wyatt, Dean Ambrose, and Mr. Cesaro.
Dean Ambrose.
Without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Dean Ambrose.
I can't stand him.
Stale as fuck.
Yeah. I literally can't stand anything about his character. They're going to turn him heel apparently at SummerSlam, but I still can't. It's just not for me. I can't do with it.
Okay. Just stale as fuck.
Yeah.
He needs to be cut loose to find himself again. Do you know what I mean? And then maybe one day he could come back. But
yeah, I'll come on to my topic actually after this.
But yeah, not for me.
Okay. See, I'm tempted to say Corbin.
What?
I'm not a fan of him.
Why?
I think he's redeemable.
I think I'm really high on him.
I don't know what it is. He's like, I'm just not overly keen on him. I don't like the end of the days. It's a bit.
I'm not so keen. Okay, the end of the days finisher isn't great, but I think the character is. He's a heel who actually hates everyone. He's not just a heel for the sake of being a heel. He's a heel who hates everyone. He's not one of these heels who teams with another guy because he's a heel as well. It's like, no, I hate you too. That's how a heel should be.
So you're a cunt. You're a cunt, slightly less so, but you're still a cunt.
I get where you're coming from, Ambrose, to be fair. Because, there's nothing I've seen where, apart from, the Shield and stuff.
Yeah, but since the Shield, tell me how his world title run went.
Shite. But the thing is, with the Shield, he had 2 people backing him up.
Yeah. And then the Shield, how good did Roman Reigns look in the Shield?
Yeah.
And now you think, how much do you hate Roman Reigns? Take Royal Rumble.
How many times has Vinnie Mac sat there stroking your erection?
Okay.
Roman
Reigns. The Royal Rumble, when it came down to Roman Reigns and Batista, and the crowd was going mental because they thought Roman Reigns would win, and he lost.
Yeah.
1 year later, everybody hates Roman Reigns.
Yeah. And he won. Yeah.
The Shield was one of the best. The Shield was something so great that they stumbled across that they couldn't have gone wrong with it unless they just, because they didn't bury them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They went over big guys straight away. Main eventers, they were beating down main eventers straight away. But since the split, Dean Ambrose has come off worse.
Yeah.
And they tried to give him the same they tried to give him a push, but he's the only one who you can say didn't take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah, I have to agree with that. He's the one that's dropped the ball.
Yeah.
More so.
And then look at him on the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast.
Oh, God.
It fell to bits, but it's now, that's the last time the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast has been on the network.
Yeah.
Because they won't let it come back, because it was that bad. So, one of the best outlets there is for wrestling podcasts, gone now.
Yeah.
Just because
Stone
it couldn't be arsed.
Stone Cold showed him up for how...
Yeah.
Well, how bad he actually could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
I'll get on to Austin on the Lost Art of Wrestling.
Yeah.
And then we've got Return. So we've got Punk, Edge, Batista, Jomo, RVD, and Cody Rhodes.
See, I'm torn. Because Cody Rhodes has been tearing up on the indie scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, is it because he's on the indie scene?
Yeah.
Just mainly because I'm a fucking massive mark, I think it's going to have to be CM Punk. Just because he'll have there's no way he'd come back as a full timer. No way. I don't think he'd also get the part timer deal either that Brock Lesnar got. I think he'll get somewhere in the middle where he'd get pay-per-views, and then
he'd still have to do the appearances on that Raw.
He'd still do that maybe every other Raw and do appearances on every other Raw. But I think he'd wrestle every single Raw pay-per-view.
Possibly.
And he's an attraction. He was over. He was over as fuck when he was with DE.
I think though that'd be that thing where he'd come in, but he'd probably give him a list to go out on to face these people.
Yeah.
Like Cena, Nakamura, Seth Rollins.
No, I don't think he would. I'd pick CM Punk as well. Mainly because, yes, Cody Rhodes is turning up on the indies, and I think he's great. The character that he's portraying on the indies is great, but that isn't going to transfer over to the WWE.
No, go back to bog standard Cody Rhodes. Go back to being
bog standard Cody Rhodes, or as you call it, pretty guy number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. But CM Punk comes back. I think he's going to make a lot of demands that the WWE won't adhere to. No way.
Yeah.
This is why I don't think it'll ever happen. He'll have his own demands.
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably won't pay in as much as Lesnar does.
Yeah.
But has he earned it? He's had one run. And if you look at after the pipe bomb and the disappearance, and then them rushing him back a month later, a couple of weeks later, they killed it. That should have been 6 months he was gone for.
Yeah.
And then he comes back, and then it's holy shitballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he comes back and goes, why the fuck's he got my belt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
Rather than he comes back 2 weeks later like, hey, I signed. Alright, yeah, so the whole thing was pointless.
The thing about, like you say though, when you talk about Lesnar and the way, obviously you're thinking about affording wages and things like that. I can genuinely see Lesnar, obviously, I can't see Lesnar carrying on much longer. I genuinely can't see.
It depends what they offer.
I don't know. It depends, because what else can he do? Unless obviously it's an easy paycheck for him, isn't it? To be honest with you. But at the same time, I can't see him being in it much longer.
Not much else to do, really.
Exactly. So when he goes, I can honestly see Vince picking up the phone and ringing a certain Mr. Punk. And
it won't be Vince, it'll be Triple
Triple. But he's saying that he also doesn't get on with Triple H, does he?
But that's it. Triple H and Triple H.
But it was. I think it was Trips who sort of closed the bridge, sort of bridged the gap, sort of thing with Warrior.
Yeah, so it's a possibility. You can possibly get Heyman involved in that as well, because
Heyman would have leeway with it, because he'd probably be the one sort of broken the deal, sort of, and then sort of. I think, if you think of the merch money you could put out, and think of the merch and T-shirts and DVD, like,
and just think of the deal you can get when Brock leaves.
Yeah,
you know.
This is your question though. Brock Lesnar is an attraction on his own. He's a former UFC heavyweight champion, which doesn't happen very often. Yeah, it never even happens when somebody goes from fake fighting to actual fighting and wins. Yeah, he was the biggest pay-per-view drawer in the UFC. Yeah. So CM Punk doesn't have the same. To me, he's not as big a name as Brock Lesnar is. Brock Lesnar went away from wrestling because he was successful. He left. He was more successful. He came back because he made more money out of it. Yeah. And they went, yeah, what do you want? CM Punk worked his ass off to get to where he did in wrestling, in the WWE. Wasn't that successful when he was a champ, because otherwise why were we booking The Rock and John Cena every year at WrestleMania and not putting CM Punk in the main event?
Mm-hmm. I think that's one of his main gripes, wasn't it?
Yeah. Which he obviously was pissy for, and I understand that. But as we discussed previously on The Last Art of Wrestling, just because you're the champ doesn't mean you can go on last.
Yeah.
Because people won't care. And he's gone away from the WWE, and has he been successful? What has he done that's been successful?
Shanked AJ Lee.
Yeah. Give props for that. But
I think he's done like that. Was it comic book as when he's like?
Oh yeah, sorry, he was an artist in a comic book.
Yeah, and that's
the
about it.
annual.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even like a comic book; it was just an annual.
Yeah.
And then he had one fight in the UFC.
Yeah.
Where he got his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
So you've not been more successful, and you don't draw like Brock Lesnar draws.
At the same time, though, we've also got to think about the WWE marketing machine. They're not going to focus on his UFC career. They're going to focus on exactly what he did in the WWE. And his most notable thing was his massive, great big title reign that he had. And they'll focus on that. And they'll portray him as like a legendary sort of presence in the WWE. And make him out to be this big thing. And you know yourself the power of what promos can do. I mean, remember when RVD came back and all the promos that was coming back, they showed him all doing his top-notch shit. And it actually got you excited for him to come back.
And then he came back and he had like
it's RVD. Look,
mid-card run.
Exactly. You ended up with Ricardo Rodriguez. Right? So, exactly. He ended up with Ricardo Rodriguez going for the Intercontinental Championship. But if you watched them promos and he was coming back, you saw him doing 5-star frog splashes. You also saw him do rolling thunders. You saw all these great highlights in ECW and all this lot. You made you forget he was this fucking guy in TNA for God knows how many years. RVD's coming back to WWE and he's going to be fucking amazing. He's going to do this, he's going to do that. No, he fucking didn't.
No.
But you got you hyped up.
Yeah.
And if they could do that for
sells you a shirt, then
and if they could do that for someone like RVD, who had a very forgettable run with the WWE Championship on ECW TV.
Yeah.
Imagine what they could do for CM Punk, who's got the longest running title reign
in the modern era time. Yeah.
So I
do know what you're saying. Yeah. Don't know. If I was them, I wouldn't waste the money because it'll be a headache. It'll be a problem. I'd keep Heyman. I'd pay Heyman what he wants to stay, and whether it's limited, not limited, whatever it is, and I'd find somebody who needs that mouthpiece and give them Paul Heyman.
All I'm going to say though is merch money's a hell of a pain reliever.
Oh yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
So we'll have to see. I can see him coming back, but I think a lot of bridges are going to have to be remade.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, if I was going to rehire someone, it would be CM Punk.
Yeah, I would hire
just for the merch, the potential.
He'll walk into the headquarters. The headquarters just explode.
Yeah.
And Vinnie Mac there is crawling towards him, going, "Make Roman look strong."
Yeah.
And with that, he'll just leave.
Yeah.
But no deal.
Yeah. We'll give you a Z pack after the match. Oh dear.
So yeah. What was your topic you wanted to?
Well, I was just moving on from that. Here we go. Yeah. So he's talking about, like, obviously if you'd fire someone or whatever, but what if you had the opportunity to send some stars from the main roster back to NXT to, like, rebrand them and redevelop those characters? You know, if you could pick one person in the current main roster, who would you send now?
Sami Zayn. But put him back under his mask.
Well, from what I've heard, he's apparently getting like a main event run after SummerSlam.
Main event run? I don't know. This week on SmackDown, he got rolled up inside 20 seconds.
Either a main event run or like a big push after SummerSlam, apparently.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if that doesn't happen, then I would say probably best bet put him back in NXT because he's doing fuck all.
Yeah.
He's basically just there to put on a good match. He's the modern day Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
And he deserves better than that because I've seen his shit in ROH.
Yeah.
And he's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's matching the four-way in Chicago. There's like that 2-minute segment with him and Ibushi. It's just brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, what they could do is, they could do all sorts. They could have Sami Zayn feign an accident and he's in hospital and he can't wrestle again. But his dearest friend, El Generico, he hears the news from his orphanage in Mexico, and he comes calling. And he's Sami Zayn.
It's almost like the bloody Mr. America or whatever.
Yeah, it's like Sami Zayn's like, go to NXT, get good. Get to the main roster and win that WWE Universal Championship.
Yeah.
And
it's the road to redemption of El Generico.
Two I'd say that need sending back, like Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, if anyone.
As a tag team.
Separate or tag team.
Do you know what Luke Harper and Eric Rowan need? Put them with Bray Wyatt. You did this. They were successful. They were slightly mattered, but you consistently attempt to split them off. You tried it once before and you brought them back, and you thought, "Oh well, I'll split them off again."
You gave him Braun Strowman, and he's exploded.
Yeah, but Braun Strowman was different.
Yeah.
So I have absolutely no idea. I have no idea what they're doing with them. Like the last thing I saw, they were wrestling each other on a pre-show. It was like, why?
Well, yeah,
but it's Luke Harper's face now because he has a black vest instead of a white one.
Black vest and black jeans.
Yeah.
And then, but they've still got Eric Rowan, who's still in the same boiler suit, but just have now a new mask with like a bit of like a more gas masky thing looking on it, and that's it.
Yeah, but apparently Eric Rowan has a great idea for a character. Like I was reading something about it backstage. It's like a cross between what he does and like a real sinister Doink the Clown type thing.
Right.
But he gets that little TV time, he's afraid to do it in case it fails and they fire him. So he'd rather just carry on as this generic big guy that does nothing.
Yeah.
I look at Luke Harper. I watched him come out of SmackDown a couple of weeks ago for a match with Jinder Mahal. So you're facing the champion on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Fucking crickets. And it was like his music hit, and I was like, I don't even know who the hell this is. And like you could see the crowd looking at each other like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Because it's shit. Like when somebody's music plays, you're supposed to instantly know who they are and be instantly like, right, yes, excellent, can't wait to see this guy. So yeah, they either go back with Bray Wyatt, or I can agree to send them down to NXT, rebrand them, do them something different. You know, one of the guys I was thinking of was Ty Dillinger.
Yeah.
You've called him up.
Don't fuck all with him.
Don't fuck all with him. Well, what was the point? Might as well left him in NXT. You know, he went over Aiden English 3 pay-per-views in a row as the first match on the card, and then lost to him at the last one.
Go figure.
Yeah, and just because.
There's 2 other people that are desperate though to go back to NXT, and that's Dana Brooke.
Oh,
They're absolutely desperate to either get her back in NXT or just get shut completely.
She's awful. Absolutely awful.
And Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
It actually it breaks my heart to say that.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart to say that. He's one of the boys, if you know what I mean.
The thing with Apollo Crews is, I actually quite like the Tights O'Neil thing. I quite like what he's doing. Tights Worldwide. I think the t-shirt's great. I like that. But the way they've done it is just with Apollo Crews. I mean, Tozawa's actually been relatively successful with it, but the way they did it with Apollo Crews, it's just he's gonna face Castillo a couple of times. Yes, Lucha. Yeah, no, Castillo doesn't mean anything. He doesn't matter.
He'll be on the next bus flip.
Yeah, he'll be out soon.
Yeah,
and Apollo Crews definitely needs to go back to NXT. He needs a gimmick. You can't just call him up and just be like, great t-shirt.
But I am worried for his position in WWE.
No, for Apollo Crews, they called him up as like, he smiles.
Yeah.
Like, what else did he do?
Yeah, he's happy to be here. He's just happy to be here, guys. He's just happy to be here, Booker. Yeah, but he needs to get some fire. He needs to have something about him. Oh, yeah, look at Apollo Crews smiling.
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
You know,
he looks happy to be here, Maggle.
Yeah.
Look how happy he is.
Yeah, he just he needs.
It's like when Booker T like doing about Eric Rowan saying he looks jacked 11 times in a row.
Yeah. It's pointless.
It's like, look how happy he is, Maggle. Yeah, Michael, look how happy he is. Why don't you ever look that happy? He's like, of course I look happy, King. It's when you're not around. He's like, he's got you there, Jerry. So look how happy he looks, Maggle.
Oh dear.
So bit of a quick fire topic. Bacon, tacos, donuts, sushi. One must go.
Sushi by a fucking man.
Job done. It's just a picture I saw pop on Facebook. I was like, I'll do.
Fucking grotty as shit.
I've had it once, proper sushi. Wasn't keen. So, I then wrote down my zombie film pitch.
Right.
There's guy works in Tesco, or Pesco.
Pesco, yes.
Okay.
And his 2 mates both in shopping. They don't realise they're in shopping.
Right.
And then suddenly a zombie apocalypse happens, and the store goes into lockdown. I've yet to think of a title.
Okay.
But I thought of what happens at the end.
Okay.
There's a security guard somewhere in the back, and he hears some noises.
Okay.
And it turns out to be like a mouse or some shit.
Okay.
And then he hears a rattle, and he saw some other shit. And you just see him shine a torch and something, you say, Mother. That surprise, it ends mid-sent.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
What happened
Making it rain, Claire. Open for a sequel.
Yeah.
So.
like it.
Book it.
Well, it actually reminded me of the film we discussed about 10 years ago, maybe 11, 12 years ago, which we'll probably discuss on the next LAOW.
All right. Okay.
But I'll remind you the title.
Right.
The Road to WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
I'm back.
I'm back. Yes. One day. In our mid-50s, but one day.
Once you're the road to Preston, fuck it. So it's easier to get to.
The road to home bargains.
Yeah, maybe. Moving on. Poundland fines.
Yes.
Are they the new rentals?
Oh, rentals?
Well, in terms of basically like how Blockbuster was, where you go and pick out a film, whatever, spend ages picking out a film.
Oh yes.
Whereas now you've got Poundland fines,
and it's actually cheaper than renting the fucking film out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have Poundland fines since it's taken over is like the new rental.
Well, in that respect, the
Sort
better.
of thing.
The better than a new rental.
You get to keep it.
You get to keep it.
And it's cheaper.
And it's cheaper.
Mm.
And on that note, there is a DVD on the table that I managed to find for £1.
There is.
That on the other day, and I was really, really impressed with it. It was buried behind like 4 more DVDs. It looked like it had blatantly been hidden.
It probably has.
It looked like it blatantly been hidden. Well, I don't get it. It's like you're hiding a pound DVD in Poundland. Surely you've not got a loose pound somewhere to pick it up, just buy it there and then.
Yeah. Even if you don't.
It's because you've got touch.
I got the touch. Yeah. But yeah, I've got. I managed to find Transformers the movie, the original one from 1986.
The animated.
The animated one.
Yeah. I remember watching this on VHS, and I also bought it on DVD quite recently.
Not for £1.
Yeah.
You got it for £1?
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
But yeah,
mine has different box art to you though. So.
I've seen this one before, and I looked on Amazon, and it was £9.
Yeah, that's the one they had in
one.
HMV, and it was like I think 2 for a tenner or something.
Yeah.
But I was never gonna spend that much on it.
No, I mean I think I've done well for £1 on that, so I'm pleased with my find.
This weekend viewing.
Yes, yes. I mean, I had my son there, and he looked at it and went, robots! I was like, yes, that's a winner.
Well, at least I need to look at him and go, in disguise.
Yes, in disguise. But here's the best one. Yeah. Wow.
Something about backhanding a child for not getting it right.
But, yeah, I actually got ID'd for this DVD.
It's
what?
the Poundland. It's their protocol thing they have, like, because you can go to self-scan and anyone can buy it. But rather than thinking, we'll take the U off, they've just gone, fuck it, all DVDs.
You got to be over 18 or prove you're over 18 to get all DVDs.
Wow.
Well, no, by law, you can like, if you're 12, you can buy a 12 sort of thing, but it's just they put it on, so even if it's a U.
Yeah.
Rather than going through the whole protocol of having to...
don't
need it for a U.
Yeah.
All must be approved.
Yeah. Laziness at its, like,
Yeah.
highest degree, basically. So
I'm guessing that's because they couldn't bother coding in everything.
Pretty much.
It's literally everything is just listed as DVD.
Yeah, it's what's it says on the back here, doesn't it? It says replay DVD on it.
Yeah, that's it. It's because they're all
second hand from like Magpie.
Yeah.
Basically. So, but yeah, I'm not complaining for £1 for Transformers. But I've also, like I say, I paid £1 and managed to get a special edition of Terminator 2.
Nice.
For £1. I've got the Predator 1 and 2 box set, which you managed to get as well, for £1.
It's the thing, like, I was in there today and I saw they had the 2-disc version of 300.
That's nice.
They had the 2-disc Da Vinci Code.
I should pick that up.
They had the 2-disc Hot Fuzz.
Nice.
So, plus they got Blu-rays.
Yeah.
All of it shit.
Yeah.
There's like some film I'd never even heard
that
of.
as well for £1.
First Beatles Day off. Nice. You see, last time I went in there, I picked up Sherlock Holmes, the Robert Downey Jr. one for £1.
Mm-hmm.
And I tend to buy a lot of like DVDs of wrestlers in from there. It's like, buy a bunch of Stone Cold's DVDs.
He's turned into
This is
Richard
why
Pate.
I'm awaiting your top 40, so I piss myself.
This
It's
is
like, number 40, Mr. Nanny. Number 39, Suburban
It's
Commander.
not all going to be movies with wrestlers in. It's just.
I bet if I said to you, Bunkell, do a
Right,
top 40 films of your favourite wrestling, I bet you fucking could.
I can't name 40 films with wrestlers.
Bollocks, I bet you can. You've probably got 40 in your collection.
I don't have 40 in my collection.
I bet Richard Pate could.
I bet Richard Pate. I don't have 40 in my collection.
Richard Pate, who watches like wrestlers versus zombies, and then went on to say that Southland Tales was worse than anything else he'd watched.
That's because he's not smart enough to understand Southland Tales or follow it.
I've not even watched it, so I can't even comment.
Southland Tales is a very, very strange movie, but a very, very good movie. The idea is it's supposed to be thought-provoking and confusing.
Fair enough.
To me.
It's got Dwayne Johnson in it.
And it's got The Rock in it.
Yeah.
Thought-provoking and Dwayne Johnson don't go hand in hand.
No, but he doesn't have a big part in it. He's integral to the movie, but he actual speaking and doing shit don't really have
So
to.
he's pretty much there just to punch people in the face.
It's one that you need sort of more like multiple viewings for it, really. But
a bit like Goodfellas.
Yeah. Well,
No.
a bit like Inception.
Yeah. That's the idea of it. It's supposed to be something similar to that.
Fair enough.
But I really enjoyed Southland Tales. I do own Southland Tales. But no,
I'm fine.
I don't. Like I say, I don't. I originally had a goal when I was at university to own every single movie Steven Seagal has ever brought out.
That's a good goal.
And then realised that Steven Seagal has a movie library of like nearly 200 movies or something ridiculous, and thought, I am not sitting here and watching and paying for all the Steven Seagal's movies.
This is why I concentrate
You
on
got to about 20
movies.
and gave up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I thought, I saw Stone Cold started releasing movies, and I thought, oh, he's only done like 10 or 20 and keeps bringing out more, but they're like £1. So I'm going to collect every single movie with Stone Cold Steve Austin in. That is my goal.
See, I want to get every single film that Tarantino's been involved in, and that includes
Doable.
White Django. I want White Django.
White Django.
White Django.
The original Django.
No, there's a Japanese that like Django, and Tarantino plays Django. And it's fucking brilliant.
Right. I'll look
Low budget as fuck, but he's Tarantino's White Django. He's fucking great.
I'll go have to look that up.
See, I'm not really a big Tarantino fan, I'll be honest. So
I'll try and find it.
There was a few Tarantino films in pound shops today, but also there's like I was scanning through and there's like at least 4 or 5 Resi films.
See, I
Resident Evil.
I like the Resident Evil
I was
franchise.
going through looking at them because there's 7 films.
Yeah, sort of like.
And I was looking through and I was like thinking you could easily at least get up to like the first 5 in pound shop.
Yeah.
But then you can buy like the box set for like £8-9 anyway in HMV. So, but I was looking today and I found the third one, then the first one and the second one, all within reach of each other. I nearly picked them up and I said no. So.
So I'm trying to find this footage now. I don't think I'm going to be it. No, that's not it. It was on YouTube a few years ago. That's how I found out about this scene. But he's definitely done something.
They might not pop up on mobile because it's like a tablet, it's like a mobile device sort of thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes the YouTube coding doesn't allow it. So, but I'll have a look when I get in on my laptop.
I did actually see it on a PC, so
yeah.
But I do remember quite vividly seeing it, and it was fucking insane.
But the other thing I found with Poundland Find is if you see something you like, I remember seeing that. Well, that was in the cinema. I missed it. You can get it for £1. If you don't like it, you can trade it in. It's like you might get a penny for it. Yeah. And it's just you've lost 99p.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
compared to paying what was it, $2.75 I think for a 2-night rental.
Yeah.
Blockbuster. So.
It's like pop bottles, and you get some money back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is what killed Blockbuster, really. What killed video rentals. It's cheaper to go and buy them now than it is to rent them.
Which is insane. I mean, even at Tesco, I remember even years ago, you can buy them for £3 a pop.
Yeah, £3. When I was at university, £3 was like your limit. You went out looking like for DVDs and stuff. You had a limit of I'm not spending more than £3 because what's the point? It'll be £3 next week.
Yeah.
So I'll go and I'll spend £3 and get a DVD, and that's why I've got a collection of like 400 DVDs at home. I'm like.
That's
where my student loan went.
I used to say that I'm playing HMV. There was like we've got a reduction sale, everything must go, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're getting stuff like, you see Facebook, it's like $2.99. It's like, could it be though? It's like, like on Play, it's like $3.99. HMV is $2.99. Like, I can save £1, but then there's another DVD.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's it. That's how.
It's like, I waited for like Taken. I missed it in the cinema.
Yeah.
And I bought it on Play for $3.99.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious.
Play was amazing. Like, is it that
Rakuten, yeah, no.
Rakuten.
Which is like all marketplace stuff rather than
Rather
actual
than
shop, like an actual shop. Yeah.
But I remember that. I remember getting Funland off there, which I encouraged Christ to partake in.
Oh yeah, I remember.
That's fucking brilliant.
TV show set in Blackpool.
Right.
It was absolutely. I showed Coxy the scene where they take a stuffed dead person round Pleasure Beach. It was a guy who apparently was going to rape this woman. He was absolutely. She killed him in like self-defense. To hide it, they took him to a taxidermist, stuffed him, and said it was. Got the story together that apparently he was out going around the Pleasure Beach, got pissed, and fell off the seawall. But he had photos of him on rides, and there was one scene that showed Coxy where they're putting him on the ice blast.
Wow.
And the girl sat in the carriage next to the seat next to him, and she puts his hands up in the air as they're going up, and as it comes to a stop, she's just there. We've got his tucked on his sleeve and just brings his hands down slow. It's like, oh. And they're pushing him round, and he's wearing fucking roller skates. It's absolutely brilliant. But if you're looking at if you want a really, really dark comedy, I'd highly fully recommend that Funland.
Is it one season or two seasons?
It's only one season.
Yeah.
But you can lose an entire evening. I remember watching it in one sitting.
Wow.
And I started at 8 o'clock at night, and before I realised it was like 3 in the morning.
I did that with Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it was like, wow. That's how engrossed you get into it. It's got like Chris Marshall in it as well. So it's got quite high calibre British actors in it. So, absolutely, I 100% recommend it.
Well, I've got my last topic. It's another sort of quick thingy one.
Yeah.
But it's also sort of a two-parter. So we got Mayweather Mcgregor coming up.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've been watching it. And who do you think will win? What's your prediction for it?
I will watch it if I can find somebody who'll split the cost with me.
I agree with that. I will watch it if I can find someone that can split the cost, because it's going to cost an absolute fucking bomb.
It's $19.95.
Oh.
Apparently in America, it's like $80, isn't it?
Yeah,
something?
It's 20.
Ireland, it's like €30, and over here it's 20.
20 quid?
Yeah, $19.95 on Skybox office.
I'll pay that. I'll pay part of that. I'll actually, if it's on, I'll do it here.
So I will watch it. Oh, I'm interested to watch it. I know what my head says.
Right.
And I know
we'll do the usual. Who do you think will win?
Mayweather.
And who do you want to win?
McGregor.
That's the same answer for me.
Yeah. At the end of the day, no matter. Don't listen to what people say that McGregor can't box, he's a rubbish boxer, blah blah blah. He can box. He can. Yeah. He is a really good boxer. Is he Mayweather caliber? No. Is he world champion caliber? No. Is Mayweather actually going to box with him? No. Mayweather is going to run away and flick out a jab and run away. Because that's all he's done for 10 years. Since he beat Ricky Hatton. Okay. That's all he's done. That's the last time he knocked somebody out. And there's no way he's going to be happy to sit and engage. He won't. McGregor's only chance. I was having a discussion with this with my friend Coxy, who is currently training, doing some boxing training and whatnot.
Yeah.
And he was saying basically, and I agree with him. McGregor's chances, he has to bull rush him.
Yeah.
He has to come out, and no matter what, if he gets knocked out or what, he has to rush him as fast as he can.
Yeah.
Can't play around with him, can't mess around, because after 4 rounds, he will be gassed.
Right.
He trains to fight 5 rounds.
Yeah.
This is 12. So, he has
apparently,
to
well,
do
apparently he's got this like special thing set up in Dublin, doesn't he? He's got like a full special setup, like even like a professional ring and
I know all
he's
that.
even got like a walkway and shit set up, and I think he's been sparring 10 rounds.
I don't know. I know
I
he
read
did
somewhere
12 with Paulie Malignaggi. Can't say his
I don't know. I read something the other day where he's been sparring up to like 10 rounds.
Yeah.
And he's like my cardio is fine or whatever.
I don't doubt that he's got good cardio. I just don't think you can chase somebody around the ring for that long.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to engage with you.
Mm.
And like I say, I was reading this morning that he was training with Paulie Malignaggi, or whatever he's called. I can't say his second name for saying
yeah.
Who's a former world champion who I believe has fought Mayweather and got beat. And he's a world-class boxer, or was a world-class boxer. He's a bit older now.
Yeah.
He's part of the broadcast team of the Showtime, which is obviously shown in America. And Mayweather's posted something on Twitter where it shows that he's knocked him down, or it looks like he's knocked him down. And he's come out, he says, I'm never sparring with you again, I'm not helping this camp anymore, I tried my best to try and help you guys out, and then you've gone and done something like that, which is disrespectful. That was after a coming together, and it was no punches, he pushed him over.
Yeah.
And then McGregor's camp have posted this like, oh, he's knocking down world champions, he's going to walk through it. Yeah. And Malignaggi's like, put the sparring video up of all 12 rounds, and you'll see me whoop him for 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Post it. Don't post it before the fight, because obviously Mayweather will see what you've been working on, what your plan is, whatever. After the fight's over, you post the full video.
Yeah.
And show people what actually happened, because you disrespected me.
Mm.
Yeah. So, I can't see that his camp's going that well. I don't know who else he's sparring with. I highly doubt it's world champions or people of McGregor's quality.
Yeah.
Of Mayweather's quality, because, well, in theory, there is no one of Mayweather's quality.
Mm.
There's nobody who's technically that good. McGregor has to fight like Ricky Hatton had to fight 10 years ago. And Ricky Hatton is a great boxer, but only has one way, and it's you've got to go straight forward, and you have to go forward always.
Yeah.
Until you get knocked the fuck out. Like he did. Mayweather has to go forward always. Unfortunately, Mayweather's never going to knock him out because he doesn't want to.
Mm.
He's just going to run away.
The problem is he can't use his skills that he's got as well legally, apart from one move that he's allowed to use, which is the Superman punch.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to go at a full 12 and go to decision, or do you think Mayweather's going to knock him out?
They'll make a show of it.
Yeah, of course he will.
They're going to make a show of it.
Best.
It's an exhibition, isn't it?
Yeah,
so they're going to make a show of it.
This is Dolph Lundgren and Carl Weathers. Ivan Drago and Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
In Rocky 4. Yeah. Apart from one of them isn't going to kill the other because he can't be bothered.
I would break you.
Yeah, he's just going to run away from him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then do you think it'll... Because no matter what the outcome's going to be, people aren't going to like it.
No.
Whether McGregor wins, whether Mayweather wins, whether it's a draw...
People don't like the idea of it. People are already hating on the concept of the fight.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, how can this guy who's never had a pro fight, never had an amateur fight as a boxer, stepping against the greatest boxer of all time in air quotes? Because I think he's a pussy.
It's doable though. It's the equivalent of having a rugby league team play a rugby union team. It's two fight sports.
It's doable because it's happening.
Yeah.
But it's that thing though for me. Like I want McGregor to win, but I just think it'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And like the build up to it, where them two are like squaring off in places.
Oh no, it was brilliant. I love that. I watched it.
It's like I've read somewhere the other day. It's like the fight has to be as entertaining as the commentations have been.
Yeah, but
it's been brilliant. So,
well,
but then
the second night was brilliant. The first night was okay. The second night was brilliant. The third and fourth were a bit tame because they already got rid of all their insults. And 4 days in a row is too much.
But then it's that thing like, would there be a rematch?
No. Bollocks.
It's a one and done.
At the end of the day, if this was a proper fight, McGregor would kill him. Unquestioned. McGregor would absolutely kill him. Because if that's the closest thing to a proper fight that we have is MMA.
Yeah.
That's the closest thing we have to actual fighting. And McGregor is one of the best MMA fighters of all time. He would absolutely kill him. Take, for example, James Toney was a former world champion heavyweight boxer.
Yeah.
Again, considered one of the greats of boxing.
Yeah.
Fights Randy Couture, a man nearing 50 at the time in the octagon. It lasted less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And he threw one punch, he got taken down, he got mounted, and he got submitted. Which is exactly what Floyd Mayweather would do.
Yeah.
He would throw one punch, he would then get taken down, he would get mounted, and he would get submitted. Simple. Boxing match, can't do a takedown.
Yeah.
The distance is different. Yeah? Your stance in MMA is wider because you're worried about the takedown.
Yeah.
You're worried about kicks. You stand generally at a further distance away than you would in boxing because, again, kicks have a longer reach than hands do.
Yeah.
Everything is out. Yeah? All the boxing has to be in. Yeah? So, everything has to change. All it takes is McGregor to make one mistake. Yeah?
Yeah, he's on his ass.
Yeah. I mean, it takes Mayweather to make one mistake. If he gets clipped by McGregor, I have absolutely no doubt that he will drop him. But Mayweather doesn't get hit. That's kind of his MO, is I don't get punched.
Well, the thing is, I think I know that everyone's like, oh, McGregor's going to be like looking for that left. Always about that left. And it's like, well, he's probably going to try it at some point, but I don't think he'll like try and over spam it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Well, you can't over spam it. At the end of the day, Mayweather knows what his best punch is. Yeah. And if you look at the way look at the victories McGregor's had in the UFC. It's people coming onto him, coming forward, pushing forward, and then he's clipped them on the way in because he's faster than they are. Yeah. Oh. Mayweather doesn't come forward. Mayweather fights in a backwards and go around you style. So he's never going to come at him. So he's never going to have the opportunity to counterpunch. So I'm saying he has to go forward. And because he has to go forward, it plays into Mayweather's hands. And Mayweather's not bothered about that. He's the best defensive boxer in history. Oh, that's what they say.
So Mayweather's going to win.
Well, we've got about 2 weeks to find out.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be.
Are you going to watch it?
I'm tempted to. I was waiting to see if someone's going to show it on like a pub or something, but if there's like a get together or whatever, then let's fucking do it.
Figure it out if I'm working or not.
Yeah.
If it's not working, it's on.
Cool.
It's fucking on.
It's fucking on, lads. Right, we're coming up on like past the 2 hour mark.
We are, yes. Hello.
So, any more topics, Bunkell? I know you've got like 9, Paul, but
I don't think we're going to get into them, that's fine.
I just have a couple more. If you want to do them.
Are they quick ones or?
One of them can be. Yeah, I'll do one and then I'll pitch the next one to the next part. I'll say we've all seen the movie The Purge.
Yes.
Yeah. So if The Purge was real, would you just try and wait it out?
Sorry.
Or would you actually purge?
Now, is this the assumption it's an actual annual event?
Yeah.
Right, I think first purge, I think I would actually go out and purge. I think I actually would.
Surely it's that thing though, like you do it one year and you might just go, I can't be arsed this year, I'm going to watch Coronation Street instead, but then you can't because you haven't essentially barricade yourself into your home and make sure no one gets in, and if so, you're going to have to kill them anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a given.
So,
but if you're not at home, you're going to get looted anyway.
Well,
potentially.
I probably would, yeah.
Then the idea of the purge, though, is obviously it's murder, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not.
The idea is you're not supposed to break into people's houses anyway. The idea is that it's supposed to be on the streets, so it's only outside.
Yeah.
Was the original is my understanding of the idea. Yeah. So you don't go and break into people's houses to attack them because they don't want to be involved.
Right.
You go out and are involved with people who also want to be involved. Is my understanding. So I wouldn't be so. Yeah, the people are going to have to barricade themselves in because the world's never ideal.
I think the actual tagline for the Purge films are "All crime is legal."
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, actually thinking about it, actually breaking an entry would be legal.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that was the I think I've watched it once.
And they actually did try and break in. Yeah.
It is that the tagline in the trailer was always "All crime is legal for the next 12 hours or whatever, or 24 hours." Like, so
yeah, I think the idea they were trying to get in the house, weren't they, to kill them all?
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, there's certain people that obviously you probably would in hindsight. I'm not going to say actually that would happen. It's like, but I don't know. I think it'd be tempted, but
I think you'd have to send them off to an island like Battle Royale.
Yeah, Battle Royale's a great idea.
Of course, we're in the Battle Royale.
Which I have down there, by the way. 1 and 2.
Battle Royale and the Condemned. It's like they have a tag or whatever, you can pull the tag and kill them.
Explode.
Yeah.
What, Wedlock? You know that film? Have you seen that film, Wedlock?
No.
It's like an old prison film sort of thing. It had no walls in it. It had Val Kilmer in it.
Right.
It's like really low budget 80s movie. I'm watching it on VHS because there was fuck all else in. And it was about a prison with no walls, it's sort of white line. And the idea was you all wore these rings around your neck. And
why did it start the Running Man?
Similar. And they exploded if you got too far away from your wedding partner. That's called wedlock. A wedlock partner. If you stayed within the white line, you were guaranteed to be kept at the safe distance. So your collar didn't explode. But if you went beyond that white line, you couldn't guarantee your head. But at the same time, if yours explodes, somebody else's explodes. And usually the only way you found out your wedlock partner was if you exploded, because you didn't know. And the whole premise was these two people found out, a man and a woman found out they were wedlock partners in the prison and they escaped. But yeah, you could do it that way. You could just find out and just push them out in a circle. If you knew who it was, just push them out in a circle. So, bye!
So I'm not breaking up with you, but...
Bye! Oh shit, you're my wedlock partner. Bang!
We've got some drinks to taste test.
We have actually, yeah. We've got quite a few.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about them.
Yeah. It's alright, we can do them quick. But what do you want to do first?
Well, we'll take a quick commercial break.
Yes.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we'll do the drinks and then we'll do the list of topics.
Yeah.
So, we'll be right back.
Hello, this is for...
Can't we say hello at the same time?
Fuck's sake.
Hello!
This is an advertisement for Master Debaters.
Oh, can we say Master Debaters together as well? Yeah?
Hello! I am Michael.
I'm Sean. I'm Topper.
And we are the Master Debaters.
Oh, we wanted to say that we are the Master Debaters. That's what we want to do.
We're all saying it.
Yeah.
Hello! I'm Michael.
I'm Sean. I'm Topper. And we
are the
Damn it, Sean!
Debaters.
I thought we were just doing...
Hello! I'm Michael.
I'm Sean. I'm Topper.
We are...
The Master Debaters. You can find us on Twitter @_MasterDebaters, SoundCloud, Podbean, and iTunes. Just do yourself a favour and jump aboard this podcast train. Choo choo, motherfucker!
What is the Podern Family?
This is Gareth from the Open All Powers podcast.
This is Adam from Everyone Has a Podcast.
This is Matthew McDonough from the Passersby podcast.
This is Nick from the Epic Film Guys podcast.
This is Eric Mocker from the Mockers podcast.
Hey, this is Rick from Ice and the Face.
Hey guys, it's Rad Dad Chad,
J Mills, and Lil Man
from the Full of Fiber podcast.
Hey, we're Josh and David from the Scotch and Flicks podcast.
Hey y'all, it's Juliette Miranda from the Unwritable Rant podcast.
Hey, this is Bro from the World of Row podcast.
This is Cyanide from the Little Geek Lost podcast.
This is Paul from the Countdown Movie and TV Reviews podcast.
This is Greg from the Sports Stands podcast.
This is Knock from the Geek Yogurt podcast.
We are you, podcasters coming together in a community to help one another grow. So follow us on Twitter @Podern Family and use the hashtag Podern Family in your tweets and retweet other people who do the same. Podern Family, where great podcasts come home.
And we're back. Look at that, we didn't even go anywhere. Well, since we got it here in front of us, we might as well do this one first.
Yes, the energy drink.
Yeah. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Carabao?
Carabao. Is it not?
That's what I'm going for.
All I know is it's got something to do with Chelsea Football Club in a minute.
Does it?
Yeah, I think the sponsors. Or one of the sponsors.
It's a product of Thailand.
Boy, it looks too long time.
Well, it probably does. Calls you afterward and everything. And so, courtesy of Bunkell, we got the sugar-free version today. I had the apple one as well, but I left it at home because there's no rush to leave the house.
What flavour is this one? Just the original?
Yeah.
I'm guessing so.
Okay.
It is.
Standard caffeine content, 32 milligrams per 100 ml, and it's a 325 ml can.
So it's fairly potent.
I'm just going to have a sip of mine and give it to Bunkell to finish because I'm working early tomorrow.
Fair shot.
So.
Fair enough. Right, so, should we crack it open and find out?
I believe we should.
Oh, come on, coconut. Nice. Carbonated fizzy, obviously.
It smells like sugar-free Rockstar.
Yeah, it's pleasant though.
Standard sort of sugar-free
energy drink
smell.
Yeah. Not too bad. Can't complain.
I can't really see a colour. Looks clear-ish.
Yeah. I haven't got a glass nearby to find out. Oh well.
Right, let's give it a try.
Yeah. Try. Ooh. Not what I was expecting. Wasn't what I was expecting.
It's different.
See, normally something like this, I just drink it and go, it's just knock off Red Bull.
Yeah, but it's
like,
not.
This isn't. It's
it really
something
isn't.
different.
It's hard to explain, isn't it?
It's like I want to say it just tastes of caffeine.
There isn't much flavour to it, is there? It's, but you can
No.
you can definitely feel like they're carbonated.
It's very strongly carbonated. Like looking at the ingredients, it's like citric acid, caramel colouring, sodium benzoate, which is a preservative, and like a couple of different things of sugar.
But there's not much
sweeteners.
flavouring, is there?
So, well, it's just like the citricy taste you get.
Yeah, it's like a very weaky. Like I'd say, like a very weak cinnamon. Like it's not cinnamon, dickhead. Very weak citrus sort of like aftertaste to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not unpleasant.
If I wasn't working tomorrow, I'd probably finish it. I'm going to get to Bunkell instead.
I'll probably finish it. I'll probably finish that.
Bunkell's like, yeah, free. Well, it's not free because you bought it.
But I've also got something to try, haven't we? This is all based on a conversation that me and Coxy had the other day.
Was this on Rad or was it on?
It was on. It was on. No, it wasn't on the. It wasn't on podcast. This was in our little group chat that we have.
Oh yeah.
It was only the other day, and Coxy is basically along the lines of there's no such thing really as a decent, cheap drink. Yeah. Like fizzy pop, it all tastes like shite. Now I went, you're wrong. I shop at Lidl a lot, and the soft drinks there are actually relatively decent. Now, I'm not going to pretend and say they taste exactly the same, but they're not abhorrently evil either. So what we'll do is I've got 4 different ones.
Okay.
And what we'll do is just give a quick taste of each one, so what you think.
Yeah.
So I'll just go and get a couple of glasses.
Pause and a run to the fridge.
Rum, 2-factor rum.
So yeah, if there's ever a zombie apocalypse, you know who to come and trip over.
Yeah, I'll be the first one there.
I'll keep that in mind for the film.
So yeah, first of all, is that still picking me up?
It probably will be, yeah.
Yeah, first of all, we have a little knockoff, which I drank half of because it was very nice.
Okay.
It's Freeway Tropical Crush, and it's like pineapple and grapefruit. So
It's same colour as Lil.
yeah,
it looks like Lil.
It probably is Lil, just like with bloody.
Well, this is the point.
It's like bathtub Lil.
So this is basically knockoff Lilt.
Smells like Lil.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
It's like a sweeter Lil. I'm tasting. Yeah, it tastes exactly the same as Lil, just sweeter.
Yeah, I'm going to buy some of that tomorrow. So.
It's only like that one. I think is only 42p a bottle for a full 2 litre. For a 2 litre bottle, that's a two. That's
no, he's Paul.
Jesus. But yeah, let's say 42p.
Yeah, that tastes exactly like Lil. Yeah. I'm impressed with that.
Just quickly rinse it out. So next, what we got next? I'll go with this one. We'll go cheap Coke.
Oh, the second.
The second one, Freeway Cola.
Okay.
Now, I swear by this, is actually really good. It doesn't taste as... I think it tastes closer to Pepsi than it does Coke.
Okay.
But it's...
Again, that goes back to a debate I had the other day with Darren.
Yes. Or the Pepsi or Coke.
Yeah.
Coke.
Well, we were saying about if you can taste the difference between the two.
Yeah.
Because he was like, you can't.
Of course you can.
And I said, no, you can't.
Pepsi's massively sweeter.
Yeah.
So, there we are.
So, but then for the thing with me, it was like, anyone can tell the difference. Just anyone who's like said they can't tell the difference is a liar.
Yeah, so. Basically. But yeah, but this one's 45p a bottle.
It smells like Diet Coke.
There is a diet version of this as well. This is the full fat one.
It tastes like Coke Zero, which is
it strangely does.
It tastes like Coke Zero, but it's full fat.
Yeah. I can feel the diabetes kicking in. So much diabetes.
I can feel the life expectancy sleeping away. Very fizzy as well, that one.
I never touched enough.
But I could easily have that with Jack.
Yeah, I've mixed it with Jack before. It's actually really nice. It's like if he was at a working men's club and asked for the house Coke. It's basically that.
Yeah.
It's not even that, because I've seen the house Coke before. We used to get it at Lazy Quest. It was a company called Seasons Cola.
Oh, fuck.
That, sounds... it tastes as bad as it sounds then.
Horrible.
So, yeah, what was the verdict on that?
Yeah, it's Coke Zero.
Yeah.
To me.
Just squeeze sugar in.
Yeah.
For 40p, you can't win, can you?
Oh no, I like Coke Zero.
Yeah.
It's just Coke Life we hate.
Oh god. Do they still sell that?
Well, yeah, it's like they call it Coke. I think they're rebranding it under something else, like Coke.
Coke shit.
No, it's something like either like Coke Zero Extra or something, or like.
Yes.
There's something, I can't remember what the name of it is, but they're renaming it from Coke Life to something else.
Right, so now what I've just opened up is Iron Brew. It's actually spelt the actual way you write Iron Brew, not the dodgy.
Not Earn Brew.
Not Earn Brew, made from girders. But yeah, this is extremely fizzy.
Same colour, very fizzy.
Yeah.
Can I have mine without a head on it?
Yeah.
Actually, no, it looks slightly paler than standard Iron Brew.
It's a little bit paler. There is also a diet version of this as well. This is also again the diet. This is the diabetes-inducing one.
It smells very strong.
But again, this is 42p as well for a bottle.
But one thing I would note with this one is it tastes slightly waterier than normal Iron Brew, but you can taste more like vanilla in it.
Yeah. But for 42p.
Yeah.
You're not going to complain, are you?
No, but I'm making an observation, mate.
No, obviously. No, but that's what it's... The idea behind the taste test is, is there cheap pop out there that is drinkable, is passable?
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
I mean, all three of those are ones I would recommend from that place. They also do like a Fanta as well, but I've never got round to picking that one up. So maybe I can bring that another time. But yeah, they do, like I say, they've got all sorts. They've got like cheap like iced tea and all sorts there. I mean, there was one there that was flavoured with peach.
Peach iced tea.
For 99p for a 1.5 litre bottle.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So I'll try and pick some of that up as well. But yeah, they do all sorts of like cheap pop.
Excuse me.
As his evidence says, he drank nearly a pint. Well, probably over a pint of it now. But yeah, like I say, altogether those 4 bottles cost less than £1.50.
Yeah.
So if you've got you've got a party and you want some mixers, go yourself to Lidl. £1.50, you've got all the mixes you'll need.
So I'll bring a bottle of Honey Jack and we'll get smashed.
Yeah, I'll provide. I'll bring the little Coke.
Come on, Mayweather.
Mayweather.
I'm just killing Bunkell in the process.
Every time I drink.
Why do you drink every time I'm funny?
He's drinking extremely carbonated Iron Brew and laughter does not mix. So yeah, that was actually a relatively successful taste test. Apart from Bunkell nearly dying.
And I will win the Mavericks off at some point.
Yes, I would like to try this.
We're off Chili Fest in.
But yes, I'm going to show Bunkell now my wrinkle things that I showed you last week. The other week.
Oh dear.
Oh yes.
No, he's showing you his wrinkle things.
I'm showing you my wrinkle things.
I don't think he's talking about his penis.
Might be.
Well, he had more than one.
I'm going to show you the wrinkle thing then.
What?
The fact that it's in the cupboard locked away.
It is locked in the cupboard, locked away. Now I announced this like on the podcast now. I want to scare Bunkell with them.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I wouldn't actually touch them because you'll burn your hand on them.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, what Bunkell's holding at this moment in time are a little bag full of Carolina Reapers, which are the hottest pepper in the world.
Yeah.
At 2.4?
Somewhere between 1.8 and 2.2 million, roughly.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now, 10-minute burn was it 2.4?
Around 2.4.
Yeah, so it's on the same sort of ballpark
Right.
what Coxy did.
Yeah.
Never again.
Yeah. I think I did half again, didn't I? Double that again with the Hell Unleashed, and I will never, ever be doing that again.
Until we got the Chili Fest in Carabao.
Fuck off. I'll shake Jed's hand and went, have you got more beasts? And that'll be me.
Do you want to try some more Hell Unleashed?
No! No! You crazy chilly bastard. Yeah, the Cabera is actually... I'm just going back to the Cabera. It's actually nicer the more you drink.
Yeah.
It actually is. So
the apple one's nice. It tastes like apple cider.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Oh, fair enough. Anyway.
I don't think it was particularly expensive either. I think it cost me like £1.70 for the 2 cans.
That's
reasonable. That's pretty reasonable. I believe we've got some Truby topics. Truby topics.
The one-man dazzler.
Yeah, the one.
Topics.
Oh, please say he has his own corner. Truby corner. His Truby topics. His Truby table.
He watches everything on his Truby TV. He watches Truby Who.
Truby Who.
He works at the Truby Auctioneer.
What's the Truby Show? It's the Truby Show, but shit.
Oh dear. So yeah, first of all, he asks, "Is a hot dog a sandwich?"
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
It is.
The sandwich has to be closed.
A sandwich is something that has... It's got a filling, which is the hot dog itself, the sausage.
Is a burger a sandwich?
Yes.
No,
it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
It's the same argument.
It is. It's got a filling and 2 bread on each side. It's a sandwich.
No, it's a burger.
Yeah, the burger is the actual patty.
No, it's a beef patty.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's what it's called, patty.
Yeah.
Burgers.
I still consider it a
the
sandwich.
same argument I
call
had
it a burger.
in Bunkell. It's like when you go like some posh cafes, like we have an open sandwich where it's literally the sandwich comes like that, then you put it together and it's literally a sandwich.
Yeah.
Whereas a hot dog is a piece of bread that's been slightly cut open, which then the hot dog sits in, and you put your sauce in it, whatever, and then it's not even closed.
I suppose it's like calling it a kebab sandwich, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, fair play. All right, I retract my
It'd be
argument.
like having kebab meat in between a bun and then saying, "Is it a sandwich?" Well, no, it's kebab meat in the bun.
Yeah.
All right, fair point. Mind you, a kebab sandwich would sounds nice right now.
Although,
right in the diabetes.
Oh yes.
Well,
no, it's alright.
See, you don't hear it off. When you got a takeaway and you see Donna bun.
Yeah.
They don't all call it a Donna sandwich, do they?
Exactly.
To be fair. So, okay, I retract my arguments and hang my head in
it'd be like you don't see hot dog sandwich, it's hot dog.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, alright, fair point.
Bunkell's pondering.
I just had a... If you order a baguette,
right,
is it a sandwich or is it not?
No, it's a baguette.
Yeah, it's a baguette.
But it's not a sandwich.
I wouldn't class it as a sandwich, really.
Sandwich for me, your classic sandwich.
Do you mean like if you go to like Swift Down over and you get like the lunch deal?
No, I mean, like say you go in Greg's and you get the ham and cheese baguette. Is that a sandwich? The long one. Is it a sandwich because it's open? Technically,
well, I'd say that it's like a hot dog in that sense, where it's not a sandwich. Technically, it's literally stuff in a roll.
So it's a roll.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah,
like a hot dog. A hot dog bun. You call it a hot dog roll, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a finger roll.
Yeah, a finger roll.
But then you don't cut it open. You don't have the bottom, then you put the hot dog, and then you put this thing on top, do you?
Well, I do.
What about rolling?
Well, yeah, but like when you got with the Odeon.
Oh no, yeah. There's quite a lot on the top, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not quite the side.
And we got to think of rollover hot dogs as well. They just take the bread out of the baguette and just shove a frankfurter in.
Yeah.
So
and that's sort of,
that's still a hot dog, isn't it?
Yeah, that's.
So it's how you define it. I mean, I'm now talking about that. I mean, my way of defining a sandwich now is literally 2 bog standard pieces of bread, slap them together, that's a sandwich.
Yeah.
Basically. Everything else has got its own little terminology.
Yeah.
Basically. It's like calling a donut a cake. Exactly.
It's not.
So, it'd be like saying a sausage roll is a sandwich.
Yeah,
Like,
fair point, yeah. That's, a relatively good point, yeah.
Next down us, what would be the hat to end all hats? I'm guessing he's aiming this one at you.
Yeah, the one that I shoved down his throat. He'll stop asking. Look, right, let's be honest. I don't know fuck all about hats. The hat guy name, I didn't even come up with. It was thrust upon me at a PCW event. I don't know anything about hats, Darren. I've told you this.
The problem is, you got it from a PCW event, but then it was originally like from way back in the 90s with ECW hat guy, John Bailey, whatever he's called.
Yeah. I actually remember getting stick off Brit Restaurant because apparently my gimmick wasn't original. Dickhead, I didn't even think of this. It was thrust on me. I just ran with it.
You got your own t-shirt that says "I am hat guy."
That wasn't even my idea.
To be fair though, it's like when my mate Graham turned up one day and he was like running late because he had to get from the train station to the event that started, and there was a guy already there on the other side in a Hawaiian shirt doing the whole full-on hat guy gimmick. He also turned up in a Hawaiian shirt and he stole my idea. He's like, well, he was here before you, so
yeah.
Oh god.
And then Darren asks, what could you wear on your head that would make people stop what they were doing and stare in awe and amazement?
Under the person's head.
Like Garland Green, calm down.
At least you got the reference. I don't know. Strap on.
Like that Facebook video.
Yes.
So you can look majestic as fuck.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Or you can just walk around going, look, I'm a right dickhead.
Maybe just a hat that says, I'm not Darren Truby.
Well, it'd be something that would make people stop and stare in awe and amazement. So unless they are amazed, it was like, oh, you could have one actually, yeah. Not a Dazzler.
Yes.
There we go. That'll make
the
people
Not
stop.
Dazzler Club.
Yeah.
the No Dazzler Club.
You'd be walking through the streets of Blackpool getting like a slow clap from everyone just going. And it builds like a full standing ovation.
Everyone's so you got that scene out of Game of Thrones where they're doing the bit that she's walking, that Cersei's walking through the streets and the woman's behind her going, ding, shame, ding, shame. Instead it's just got you just got a line, a procession of people behind you, just no Dazzler Club on your hat, and just behind you going, yes, yes, yes. Ding! Dear. Yes!
Paul Netsass, not Paul, Daz even.
Oh,
Netsass.
you dare! You dare!
If animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
I don't know about cat. We had this conversation before. I remember you said cats. I don't think so because it'd be too fucking lazy.
Yeah, well, cats are arseholes.
Cats are just arseholes, yeah. I mean, when you're talking about aggressive and rude, I'm thinking more seagull. I'm thinking more seagull.
Yeah. Seagulls are pricks.
Seagulls are bastards. I mean, you'll see this poor, unsuscepting 5-year-old with the cone of chips on the promenade. He don't give no shit. The seagull don't give no shit. It's basically the equivalent of a fucking mugger. Give me your chips or I'm going to fuck you up.
The problem is, Blackpool's been a tourist town for however many years, like
200 roughly,
probably.
Yeah.
And in that time, the people that come here never stop to think, won't buy food off the front of the prom. So
Yeah.
I won't spend. I can pay £2 odd for a burger.
Yeah.
And go a few streets back and get something else nicer, costs a bit more, but it's definitely better.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to risk getting it stolen from you. I fucking see them. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, seagulls just don't give no shits. They're basically flying honey badgers, aren't they?
Yeah.
Basically, they don't give no shits.
No.
I mean, I've seen seagulls in Blackpool that are bigger than fucking dogs.
Yeah.
You know, they're huge.
I'm waiting for the one day, like I'm on the seafront or something, like there's some guy, like kid with like a burger or a sausage roll or something, and a seagull swoops down and the dad just grabs it by the neck, just breaks its neck in front of the kid, and there's some other seagulls just there watching, just throws it at the other seagulls. Like, tell the others what you saw.
Probably said another one comes round the corner and it's twice the size and built like fucking Jinder Mahal. It's like, fucking hench as fuck.
Yeah. But I can see it happening at some point. There'll be like some dad who's like, nope, that's not happening, bang.
They'll challenge you to a Punjabi peer match.
Well, your Bunkell trying to do fucking jiu-jitsu on it or something. They'll have like the wing in a kimura. But I just know, like, I'll break it when I want and just...
Seagulls are never on their own though. They'll get you get outside interference.
Everybody's just having a fight with a gang of seagulls.
Yeah.
Then come the people with the white coats. Fucking straight jacket.
It's a group of seagulls he saw.
Unfortunately, it was a group of the elderly on an outing in Blackpool. You were nicking me chips. They bought them chips.
There's I think it's at the end of Futurama or Simpsons. There's one of them guy steps out. I think he's like, oh, let's see what like God's thingies or something's like worst creation of, and the guy steps out and goes, turns out it's man. And finishes. That's next, Sass. In 40 years, what will people be nostalgic for?
I'll start podcasting.
I'll probably still be doing this by then. I'll be, 69? Nearly 70?
Jesus.
You'll be long dead.
Oh yeah, I'll be long gone. For sure.
We both will be. Murdered.
You'll take over as delivery man.
Yeah, I'll have a heart attack by then, that's for sure. What people be nostalgic for? Pokemon.
I think Pokemon, definitely.
See, I'd say pop figures.
Oh, what?
Pop figures.
Yeah.
See, I don't, because I don't get the appeal to pop figures.
I don't. Well, I know you collect them, don't you?
Yeah, I only collect certain ones though. Like, I won't just go out and buy lots of different ones.
Yeah.
I'll only collect like Marvel ones, say. Well, that's what I do collect.
I think it's more than give it 40 years. It's going to be like the Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah.
And you'll have pop figures on it.
Oh yeah, of course you will.
What you got to think of as well is when you're talking 40 years, you're thinking, what are people nostalgic for? What you're nostalgic for tends to be what you grew up with. So you've got to think what's been big in the last 10 years. And then arguably, I would say probably Pokemon isn't one of those things. I'd probably say things like social media. Things like...
Yeah, but I think the thing with social media now is it's never going to go away until something
else will come along, which it will do. It will do. Something inevitably will come along. I mean, possibly things like DVDs.
Yeah.
Blu-rays even, maybe, like we were talking about before.
Yeah. It'll come to a point where you don't actually own anything. It's all digital downloads.
iPods. Yeah. iPods are people nostalgic for. In fact, news broke last week, was it? Apple have officially stopped manufacturing iPods now.
Well, it's the iPod Nano and the iPod Touch.
I think they've stopped making them now. So they've officially stopped production of them.
Well, the thing is, I can see it being, give it, if say in 40 years, every new property ever come with its own dedicated server or something like cloud server. Where literally any media you have or want will be on that server. Yeah. And you'll be able to stream it to any Bluetooth speaker or Alexa,
any device,
Chrome bullshit thing in the house anywhere. Like
the thing is, it'll come to a point where it won't exist. You won't have a TV, you won't have a phone, you won't have any of that, because it'll all be either like goggles in front of your eyes or a wall. So your wall will be your TV. You won't actually have a TV that's stood alone. You'll have, I don't want to call it a projector, but you'll just have something that puts a picture straight in your wall. Yeah. It's a gloomy day outside. Just change the way it looks. I'll change what my windows are showing me.
Well, there's something else as well that's evidenced even today, and that's motor transport. I mean, people absolutely love steam trains nowadays. So what do people think? Obviously, there was a ruling came out, or not a ruling, but like a plan of action from the government 2 weeks ago that they're actually banning the manufacturing of petrol and diesel cars in 2040. Yeah. Now, obviously, 40 years from now is what, 2057? Yeah. So you'll have 17 years there, you have no petrol or diesel powered cars, and people in that age, obviously, you're thinking back, say people who were born the beginning of the century, or just slightly after. We're going to think, I grew up with petrol, I learned to drive in a petrol car. Yeah. My early adult life was driving around in a petrol car. Yeah. And you're going to miss that. You're thinking, I'm behind a car and I press a pedal and it doesn't make a noise. Yeah. I miss the noise of the petrol engines and things like that. We probably won't drive. Like
it's going to lead to driverless cars.
They're already doing driverless cars.
Somebody already died of driverless cars, to be fair. Yeah. But
they've already started creating them. They've already started doing them. You can't tell me that they're not going to...
No, they perfected it by then.
The population as a general is trying to find every way possible to do less.
Well, the thing is, if you look at it though, like I read something the other day, today actually, basically saying like fossil fuels are going to run out. They're going to run out, or they're going to stop using them at some point. Mm-hmm. But then that's sort of, you're killing off steam trains. Mm-hmm. You're killing off the petrol car, diesel engine, and everything like that for electric.
Yeah. There will be, when they decide to stop it though, there will be certain resources where they will have like surplus, or they will have a limited amount and acquiring a limited amount of these resources. For example, leaded petrol. Some of the old classic cars only run on leaded petrol. Yeah. So there must, even now, because they've stopped making leaded petrol for decades, there must be someone somewhere manufacturing leaded petrol legally to run these old cars.
That or an engine conversion.
Or an engine conversion, But there'll be something along those lines, like see steam engines. You can make steam another way. All you've got to do is boil water. Yeah. So there's nothing to say that you can have to burn coal. You can heat. You can heat up water using an electric ring. Yeah. You can make steam using an electric. Mm-hmm. So you can actually make an electric steam engine. So it's just a conversion.
A massive bloody coil.
Yeah.
Come on, Jim, give us down with this.
But you know what I mean? It's possible.
It's possible,
Yeah, it's possible. You could actually make a steam engine using an electric engine. Yeah. So it's doable, massively doable. Yeah. And there's nothing saying you can't convert these old steam engines or make a replica of these steam engines and make it so they run on electric. Yeah. It's certainly possible. Even hydrogen fuel cell now is, they're starting to make it commercially viable now. Mm-hmm. Where cars, you're thinking, cars have got to be electric because they're burning petrol. No. Some cars will be running on fucking water. Yeah. So, it's...
Well, there's another thing, like, we were saying, going back to, you were saying about, I'm going to change the weather. I don't like it. Yeah. There's apparently a thing, I think I read it somewhere, at Bill Gates' house. Yeah. Each person had a watch on. Mm-hmm. And when you walk into a room, it changes to your mood, temperature, music, everything like that. Artwork changes, everything.
That's what it'll be like now.
So if you were pissed off, some Slayer would come on or something. Yeah. That'd be amazing.
This is what we're all working towards, isn't it? At the end of the day, there's
I remember the movie.
It's not supposed to be a bit utopic.
Yeah, but it's because, think about it, to me, the way it seems to be is each generation becomes more fragile, so to speak. So, for example, I was hit as a child, and I think it turned me into a relatively good person. I'm overly polite, yes, on certain occasions, but at the end of the day, I think that I show a certain level of respect to people. My wife doesn't hit her children, and I obviously don't because she doesn't agree with it, and obviously there are laws against it now. But they are not respectful all the time, and to be honest, they're both, well, they are mollycoddled at school and everywhere they go because there is no form of discipline. You're not allowed to call a child naughty. So everything's going that way. So you say you're taking the technology and stuff like that. Well, everything's becoming softer, everything's becoming quieter, and everything's becoming
everything's becoming too PC.
Yeah. You can't survive if you can't have mood lighting in your house. So the government will provide it for you.
Yeah.
Oh, look, you can't do this, so somebody will provide it for you. Do you know what I mean? So eventually, people. Driving's so stressful. Why don't we make cars that can drive themselves so people don't have to drive, so people won't be stressed when they drive?
Let's get a machine to wipe our arse.
Yeah, exactly.
It's coming.
People will do nothing. We'll sit around and machines will do stuff for us.
Yeah.
There'll be no money won't exist, borders won't exist, because we won't work, because we'll have machines that do all the jobs. We will sit around and exist. And then we'll work.
The thing is, you still need people working to some extent, like whether it's down to making food or whatever. There's always going to be something that's need a human element to it.
Well, you think maybe there is, but like I say, the way it's going is people don't want to work. People don't want to do things. People want everything done for them, and the way society's going is, the government will give it us.
Yeah. Somebody
will give it to us. Somebody will, make this happen for us. Yeah. So it's never going to stop because you're always going to give people what they want.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, no government gets in. If a government comes out and says, "All right, well, I'm stopping this benefit or I'm stopping this," or whatever, outroar. You can't do that. You can't take this away from us. I've not worked in 10 years because I don't want to. Yeah. And I want you to pay for me. It's never going to stop, is it? It's not going to change. It's just, you're going to get more people who see this happening and think, I can be like that. I can do this. And I can do that. Yeah? It just spirals out of control.
Don't get me started on benefits. I've had many a fucking rant on Facebook about benefits. Coxy's seen them.
Yeah. So...
I won't go into it because you'll be here all day. Just that care work sucks. Yeah. Read the conversation I had last night with you guys.
Yeah.
We'll not go into details, but all I'm going to say is I went on the Great Poo Hunt.
Shit happens.
Yeah, shit happens.
But no, it's sort of that fact. It's sort of thing factored in of like, say if there's a driverless car and you're having to drive from here to London, say.
Yeah.
London's what? 6-hour drive?
Yeah, it's like that.
Even in good traffic.
Yeah.
But then if you've got a driverless car, get a full charge.
Yeah.
You can set your destination, right? You need to charge up at about 10% left. I've got to pull into this station, whatever, and recharge. So if you get in the car, fall asleep.
Yeah, it'll do it all thing.
Just go.
Yeah.
Well, then obviously when you have technology yourself, and even nowadays you get glitches.
You do.
Technical errors.
Was it one of the driver's Google car hit someone or something?
Yeah.
But then they're sort of trying to factor that in with because Google's trying to for it to be foolproof. So it's going to have sensors, so it stays behind the car, the car in front of it this many lengths or whatever, and only does it follows the speed limit because it's programmed into the car. And if the sun senses something, it stops or whatever, so it won't run people over. It did.
Yeah, but if something jumps out in front of it, it's not going to stop in time anyway.
Yeah.
Regardless, there is a stopping distance. So,
well, it's that thing. Sort of. I think it would. There's like sensors, or whatever. So it has like sensors and cameras.
Yeah.
And I think Google is in the process of trying to get like some sort of foresight, see if there is someone in the road over they might run out into the road that they sort of brake sort of like partially on ready for it to jolt to a stop, or whatever. So it'd be weird.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of trusting a machine to keep me safe like that anyway.
But people would do.
Yeah, eventually.
So
don't know, it's just me being old school. Not that I didn't know how to drive anyway, but still. I ain't even sat in a fucking go-kart before, so.
I hate driving, it's a pain in the ass. Yeah. Well, the worst experiences of my life have been driving the car.
One of mine too. I mean, I don't know if I've got it on record on the podcast to talk about it. There was a firm in Preston when I lived there, and the first lesson I couldn't even turn a fucking corner without stalling the car. I was that fucking bad. Now, the guy thought it was a great idea to drive me from Goosner, which is just off Broughton near the M55.
Right.
And he thought it'd be a good idea to send me around Broughton roundabout on my second lesson.
Wow. Yeah.
And then go down, start doing laps of the Preston Ring Road. In rush hour.
No,
4 o'clock in the afternoon. During the school rush. I nearly got flattened by an Arctic and a fucking coach going around Broughton roundabout. I nearly crashed the car on the ring road. And it basically, I've not sat my ass behind the wheel of the car since.
Yeah.
Because it fucking shit me up. I managed to drive faultlessly from Broughton Lights to Longridge, which weren't too bad, because that's like 4 mile of national speed limit. On my second lesson, I was quite pleased with myself. Then I got to a hill, and that just fucking disappeared. It's a hill stopping at a roundabout. Can you go? No. So yeah,
I'd rather not.
I'd rather not. I'd rather just get out and walk, and I have ever since. But yeah, I wouldn't mind learning to drive. I mean, I know a good instructor in Blackpool, which I have had a lesson with, but I didn't actually drive the car.
Right.
I was in the passenger seat, so yeah, I need to get back on it, but we'll see.
My tip is don't do it. At the end of the day, you learn to drive. It costs you £1,000 to insure yourself on a car, and then you think it gets cheaper each year, and it doesn't.
No.
Like, it cost me for my first year. After I learned to drive, bought my car, spent good money on my car. Cost me £800 to insure myself. Came to try and do it again for the second year. Wanted £1,200 off me to insure myself. So insured the wife, put myself as third party. It still cost £600-700 quid. But she's had no claims for 11 years. Went to go do it this year. Same car's never changed. £1,200 quid. Took me off £500 quid. So it's like, how's it getting more expensive?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just like, pointless. So I don't drive now.
Like I said, the missus has got a car, and it's like it goes up every year, like you say.
Yeah.
We've had to change firm, I think, 3 times in 3 years.
Yeah.
Because it's just ridiculous, the price of it. And we need it because, well, obviously, we've got 3 kids.
Yeah.
We've actually had to change our car because, obviously, we got the girl, the lass that lives here, who you both met before.
Yeah.
And obviously, we had to change our car because we had like a Ford Focus at the time, but it wasn't wide enough.
Yeah.
So, because we needed 2 car seats and a child in the back seat.
Yeah.
So, we obviously got ourselves a Renault Megane Scenic, which was a fucking hell of a lot wider.
Yeah.
And the council paid for it. The council bought us our car, basically, but it's cost us a bomb since.
Yeah.
I think everything bar the actual engine block has been changed.
Right.
So the actual engine sound, but everything connected to it
There was
when it sits up. So
one of the old projectionists in Ireland, they had like the old old Megane or whatever. It looked like a fucking tank, and it sounded like one as well because it was diesel.
Oh god!
Fuck that.
And he was trying to sell it.
Oh god!
And he went to one of the guys I went with. He went, "Do you want to buy it?" He went, "How much you want?" He was like, "Oh, this much." But he's doing clutch is going, brakes are going, gearbox is going.
Yeah.
This is gone. This is gone. This is gone. This is going. Windshield needs changing. This is gone. This is going. It's like, how's it passing MOT when I'm not taking it in yet?
It might pass. It might be able to get it go banger racing.
Yeah.
I mean, the R1 even needed the gearbox changing. It's cost us more in repairs than it would have actually cost the council costs to buy the fucking car.
Yeah.
It's the only reason why it's still on the road.
Mm.
So, yeah, and we know a guy that does it cheap.
Yeah.
So, luckily, otherwise it would cost us twice as much.
Right. Moving on, Darren next asks, most embarrassing thing ever worn? One sec. It's fine.
Yeah, we're back.
So, yeah. It's always your fault.
Yeah, true.
Most embarrassing thing ever worn?
Most embarrassing thing I've ever worn?
Apart from your delivery uniform.
Most embarrassing thing I've ever worn was a Nexus shirt because it had the big yellow N on it, on the front of it, and then a week later they got jobbed out.
And it became the core.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. I was dead proud to get that bloody shirt as well. And it was like, yeah, no, bury it. Oh. Fuck. I've won it once. 30 quid well spent.
Paul?
For me, it's two different tops. First one, it's the Miz. I had a Miz t-shirt and it said awesome on it.
Right.
The one with the upside down end.
Yeah.
And the only reason I got that t-shirt because I won it off a YouTube show.
Wow.
Called The Supla.
Wrestling soup?
No. Actually, it's called The Supla. A couple of British lads, and I was probably one of about 5 people that watched the show. So, yeah, I won a t-shirt.
Cool.
So I actually got it sent to me. I was well shocked that I actually sent it off. But yeah, I got a t-shirt. There's pictures of me wearing it going to a paid promotion show.
Okay.
So I'll have to share that with you later.
To be fair, it sounds like when I want some DVDs off a website, and I got a reply from the person running the website basically. It's alright, it's look at the draw because there's not many people entered. I was like, that'll do. I think I traded all 3 of them in.
It's just playing the odds, isn't it? If I go for a competition that nobody enters, you're almost guaranteed to win, aren't you? I've done that many times.
3 DVDs or something off it. One of them was like Survivor Series 2011.
It's not bad going, is it?
So.
I remember winning a DVD off Dean Puckering on his podcast. I never got it, but I put it down to the distributor because I put it down to actually WWE UK, not sending it. So I know Dean wouldn't fuck me over like that. So
yeah.
But yeah, my other embarrassing item of clothing is one that I'm currently wearing.
Your Blackpool FC shirt.
Yeah, but this is not any old Blackpool FC t-shirt. It's the one that they wore in the Premier League.
Oh, right.
It's the retro one, the old one. When they like, look, I've even got, if you look carefully,
the
very warm patches of the Premier League badges on the actual shirt. Now, the reason why this is embarrassing is, well, one, it's got the fucking name on the back as well.
Yeah.
But 2, I used to live in Preston when I got this shirt, and I got it delivered.
Oh dear.
Put it on, obviously. I was well proud of it. Blackpool supporter in Preston. We're in the Premier League. We're mid-table at the time.
Yeah.
I go down, and I purposely ordered the Premier League badges on the arm,
right? Yeah.
Knowing that season Blackpool went up, Preston went down.
Yeah.
So I'm walking around Longridge.
So asking to have your head kicked.
Well,
yeah, pretty much.
I got 2 looks. One of 2 looks. Right. Walking around Longridge. Now, I'm bearing in mind Longridge is in between Blackburn and Preston, but it's Preston postcode. Right. So there's a lot of Preston fans that live there, obviously. Got one of 2 looks. One was the smirk and nod, as if to say,
Yeah.
You've got a bollocks like the planet Jupiter. Walking round like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You're either that hard that you don't give a shit, or you're just tapped in the head. So it was like a sort of like a nod of respect. So it's like, you're wearing that round here, utter mentalist.
Yeah.
The other look was, you come near me and I'm going to rip your fucking face off.
Yeah.
But I only ever got chased once. Once, and that was by a gang of 10 lads down the path.
Fair enough.
What's he wearing? Blackpool shirt. Get him! So, yeah.
Fuck being you.
Yeah. But then I did it again when I worked on with my current partner, and she got me the old, like when Blackpool had one of their anniversaries, it was 125 years.
Yeah.
They had like a navy blue top that they came out with, and I got it, I had the name on the back and everything, you know.
Yeah.
And I went on a day trip to Preston.
Oh, God.
On a whim. And I put a Blackpool shirt on my arm and then realised where we were going. I thought, oh, fucking hellfire, what have I done? Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And he went past fucking Deepdale.
Jesus.
I went past Deepdale and didn't get murdered. But yeah, honestly, for the amount of like shit that I used to get, this is probably up there. This t-shirt, the football shirt that I've got on now, is probably one of the more, probably not embarrassing maybe per se, but probably one of the more trouble causing, and one that will cause a lot of reaction.
And for me, my TNA shirt.
Yeah.
I know, it no longer exists, so it's okay.
Hey, it's now a retro shirt.
It's around the house shirt.
Yeah, everyone's got them. This is normally one of them.
Yeah.
Now it's worn up to fuck. So, yeah, it's one of them. I've got about 3 Blackpool shirts like that now. So I refuse to buy one now.
Yeah.
So,
don't surprise me.
Yeah.
And finally, in one sentence, how would you sum up the internet?
Essential.
Essential? Uncle's thinking.
Yeah, come back to me.
I was listening to say a wretched hive of scum.
You see, I only say essential is because everything's done over the internet now. Everything you can shop, you can bank, you can even meet your prospective partners online. I mean, that's how I met my partner, is online. We've been together, 4.5 years.
Yeah.
So you can do absolutely anything. You game online, you socialise online.
Game, order your shopping.
Yeah.
The internet is for
Get your internet. Yeah, it is made that for porn.
It is for porn. There's something ridiculous, like every one regular website there is on the internet, there's like 1,000 porn sites.
Something like that, yeah.
Because it's a guaranteed way of getting traffic.
Yeah. The thing is, you wonder how some people get away with like the disturbed shit in the deep dark corners of the internet.
Because there's that much.
How the fuck do you monitor it all?
Yeah, because there's that much shite to look at. Someone going to slip through the net.
Yeah, and
it's like trying to catch water with a net.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, that's why what the government trying to bring in, isn't it? So they can monitor everything that you do on the internet, so they can find these people.
Which I don't agree with.
I don't agree with that, because then normal people lose their freedom.
Yeah. Lose the liberties, I think.
Yeah.
It's just a massive form of censorship,
so
which I don't agree with.
It's already like, well...
It'll affect podcasts like my podcast and possibly, potentially Coxy's, because a lot of opinionated shit is on there.
Yeah.
And if someone disagrees with it, it's high up, that's not going out.
Yeah.
And then potentially you could even get a fine or custodial just because you facilitate it.
Yeah.
But it's
legit. It's a joke. You can't do it. You can't take people's privacy away like that. You can't do that to people. But I understand why the reason behind it. Yeah, okay, it makes sense, because there are people out there who do terrible things, and and it starts somewhere. But the answer is not to then tar everybody with that brush.
Yeah.
The answer isn't then to stop people, being free, being people. Yeah, there must be a better way to go about it. All that will happen is anybody who knows a bit will mask their IP and will do whatever it is they need to do to dodge
Well,
it.
this is the thing with the Tor network, isn't it? Essentially.
Yeah.
But you have to use these random codes to get on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
To thingy with.
People will do it just because they feel as though the privacy is big. If you know what you're doing, you'll do it.
Yeah.
If I knew how to do it, I'd do it.
It's like the purge thing, isn't it? All over, because if you can do it and get away with it, you're fucking gonna do it.
Yeah.
End of the day, if you could say, right, this person's being a cunt to me. Here's a knife, and you've got legal exemption, and you can go and stab them. You're gonna fucking do it.
Yeah, of course you would.
You do it because if you hated someone that much, you'd rather not see him again, and you do it. It's guaranteed that's what it will happen. It's if someone that's why communism didn't work, because everybody wanted something more. And if they could get away with it, they did.
Yeah.
And it's the same with anything. Basically.
So one sentence then, essential.
Essential.
Bunkell.
Football.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, I'm just a wretched hive of scum and villainy. A bit like in Star Wars. So
that's just about one sentence, and if he uses a comma.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Well, actually, just a wretched hive of scum.
Yeah. Just put Blackpool.
Yeah. If the internet was a place,
is Blackpool.
If the internet was a location, it'd be Blackpool. So
full of viruses and scumbags.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh yes.
If any podcast was going to get us banned, this would be it.
This is the one. This is the one.
That would be the sound of one that got us banned.
Yeah. That's the title of the episode, isn't it? The Revenge of the Banhammer. Oh god.
Coxy's like shit.
Or beware the Banhammer.
Yeah.
Coxy's literally like, I edit this.
He's got 3 hours and 6 minutes recorded as we speak. He'll be able to use 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Intro, outro, done.
Can I put bleeps in? Can I be asked?
The latter.
Never be allowed back on Android.
He's talking.
I've been live a day.
He's talking about my editing style there, isn't he? Can't be asked.
So,
Google Play.
Yeah, after a day.
Yeah.
But there we have it. So, anything else?
I think I'm covered. I've got topics, but I'll save them.
Good, because we've run out of time.
Yeah.
So,
we'll save them.
Bunkell's due his lift round to leave early this time.
True. Even I have topics, I will pitch them to the next show. If I'm not here, I hope they will be.
You will be, because we'll plan to do another Last Out podcast and we're doing another Last Out Wrestling.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, to cover the topics we couldn't cover on this one.
Yeah, exactly. We're worried about not having enough topics, and we didn't even cover even half of them.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. It always happens on RAD. So, what happened with listening to topics for 3 weeks? We couldn't get them. You guys couldn't answer it. We just kept talking. That's the way it is. I love podcasting.
So there we have
I
it.
do. I just hate editing.
Yeah. No, I can do it tomorrow night, so it's fine.
This is why I do live shows, Coxy. There's no editing required.
Yeah, but I'm just very, very lazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why if I do live shows, he's lazy.
To be fair, having me without a filter is probably a bad thing.
I love people.
No,
without
this is
filters.
you
You're
filtered.
welcome.
I can tell.
Oh, definitely wasn't at the beginning.
Well, no, but
As my final sign off, fuck the Big Show. And your career.
That's a nice bombshell. I think that's a great way of ending.
yeah, we'll end it there. So, for the loss of podcast,
Oh dear.
yeah, it's that
It's
time
late.
of night.
It's late.
For the lost art of podcasting, I've been Coxy.
I've been the delivery man.
Signed, still delivered. The baddest man, the baddest man, the baddest man on the planet.
Delivering audio gold.
You got him out of bronze covering that.
Out of a minute. Maybe.
How are we doing? I remember Pat the Bricks.
And I've been CHG, the hat guy. I know I'm not a hat genius, Darren. I don't know all hats. I know the hat I wear, and maybe a fez.
And the fez comes into it where?
I'm just rattling off hats that I actually know what they look like. Maybe a bowler. Not Ebola, a bowler.
And you've been listening. Thanks very much.
Okay.